When?
Who?
Where would you get it?
Where?
Like,
In the butt.
Okay, so
Oh, you mean like...
okay, transferring to a different question that's similar. If you had to have any STD or STI, because STDs are diseases.
Rotten dick.
Does crabs count?
Yes.
You can get rid of crabs.
There's a Quentin Tarantino movie where he's an actor in it, and it's like the Roadhouse kind of one, and there's a second film where there's a bunch of zombies and shit.
Oh, you mean Planet Terror?
That's it, when they're in the elevator and his dick is melting off, and he's still trying to fuck that chick.
I didn't see... I
After
haven't
that,
seen
okay,
Grindhouse.
they're in the elevator seat, his dick is melting off, and he's still trying to fuck this chick.
Elevator seat?
In an elevator scene, so there's like an elevator
scene.
going
I thought
down.
you said seat.
And
I
it's
was
like,
why is it melting?
because he has some sort of fucking disease that's in the thing. I'm like, once I saw that, I was like, I thought every STI was like that. I was like, your dick just like is slowly melting. You're like, I want to fuck this before my dick melts off. Yeah. It was almost like, yeah.
Well, that sounds more like Dick Leprosy.
Dick Leprosy? That should be a band name.
Dick Leprosy?
Yeah.
Dick Leprosy.
That's
It sounds like a word.
I guess that is a thing, isn't it?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Our Dick Leprosy.
On our
It
mixtape,
hurts
we're gonna
to
have to
go-
have some like really aggressive, violent raps from Sodomy Lobotomy.
Yeah, so they just got to be really. Like,
Or
horrific.
alcohol accosted.
Alcohol.
I think we should. What was I thinking about? What were we talking about? Not violence.
STDs.
STDs.
I pick crabs because you can get rid of it, yeah.
I mean,
Shit.
that's a boring answer.
Oh,
but
I was
it's
gonna
a lot
say,
of
if I had to have cancer,
I want gonorrhea.
If you had to have cancer,
if I had to have cancer,
Okay.
I was just thinking, because you're talking about genitals and stuff, I was thinking, you know what, testicular cancer probably would not be the worst, because it's probably not very likely to be lethal.
Yo, it'll make your dick look bigger.
Well,
Your penis cancer.
doctors,
because you would notice it way
Doctors-
before, like,
doctors-
I'm not going to
doctors
notice
hate
stomach
it.
cancer
Doctors
or something.
hate it.
Like, I'm not going to
Testicular
notice a
cancer.
growth, but I'm going to notice, like,
well,
a growth
isn't
in my
there a
balls.
huge chance of you going like infertile?
If you have crabs?
Maybe.
No, if you have cancer,
Well,
you're
good.
gay.
I don't want
Probably.
kids.
I mean, there's a
Oh.
good chance
You can
you're
have-
going
then
to
you
lose
can
a
have
ball at
unprotected
least,
sex.
but...
Or
They're
you
not
say,
gonna believe you if you just meet someone like, yo, don't worry, I'm infertile. I don't need to wear a condom.
I will remove my testicles. Okay.
Squeak! Oh, there you go. And then victory.
I really like the homoerotic
Victory celebration.
infiltration celebration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
I guess nobody will
Yeah,
understand.
we were just
who's
playing
watching.
Towerfall and then getting really into it. And out
Yeah,
of
really
it,
into it.
and around it and all over it.
Mm. How's your guys' week? I was in
Good.
your last podcast. Did I miss anything
Oh,
really
yeah.
cool?
What happened?
I don't know.
Yeah, what happened last podcast?
I don't know. I
I
probably talked
fondled-
about follows.
I think I fondled Bull's testicles.
No, I was here for that one.
Oh,
I was-
never mind then.
Yeah.
I don't know then.
Want to get the sour? I'll get the sour candies.
Sour candies.
So
Okay,
these
I
are
was going to say Abopcast 52.
Ah,
I've only got 3 left.
So
I-
I one.
So you
I'm
guys,
okay.
so 3 of you guys can each have one. These are the
If
sourest
it-
candies in the world.
I'll have one if nobody else is having one, or if somebody.
I'll have
I've-
one. I really want one. I asked them to
Yeah,
save it for the
I'll-
podcast so I could do
Do
it.
you want this couch to just eat them then?
Yeah,
Or
fuck
do you
that
wanna
guy.
have one
No,
too?
I don't like sour. It's too ouch.
What?
It's
What?
too
It's
ouch.
too ouch.
It's
Oh,
too
too
ouch
ouch.
for me.
How
if you guys want to
Mouth
be
is
considered the cool couch, you gotta do what's
Only one
You gotta
cool
do
couch
these
is-
drugs.
Okay, well, then this,
Oh,
if this
peer
happens, this is
pressure.
the new cool couch, and everyone else just sits somewhere different, and this is the cool couch.
Just sit on the floor, even if there's extra space.
Wait, do it at the same time.
Yeah.
Because it'll be
Yeah.
funny.
I'm scared.
Wait, are they actually like
Here's
really
some-
sour?
They're the sourest candy I've.
What if you guys have allergic reactions?
Yeah, right? And it's just
But they're good. They're good. Those are cherry flavor.
Do you
Those
chew on them, or are they like?
Yeah, is it like a...
Well, no, they're
Well,
like
let's
Larkin,
pop
right? So you would
these
suck it.
cherries.
Cheers.
Woo!
Cherry
Ew,
bomb.
it's
Cherry
got-
bomb.
Put it on the side of your tongue.
Did you just drunk?
That's fine.
I
He
like
says-
them. I like
as
them.
his-
You can't eat more than like 3 in a day, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it feels like the inside of my mouth is getting all
I can
fucked
see your
up.
balls sweating from here.
Where's it going?
Well, you know what? It's pretty good.
I thought me a gift.
That's rock hard.
Yeah, we get more. They're like, I forget what the candy store is called. It's like Martha's Candy or something. It's on.
Fuck Martha.
It's hurting my
Yeah, right.
brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's near Jasper.
It is just pain. and It's not even a flavor, which I don't.
I think
which
I like it.
I think that's
I like
terrible
sour
and
stuff.
stupid. But you did a good job muting that couch, so now we can just have the Alex and Luke talk show.
What do you got? What do you? Forget your joke.
Good question. Back to you.
No, I think we could carry a podcast.
You think so?
Yeah.
We just have to just.
All I need is a trusty fedora.
Yeah. Okay.
We got our fedoras, and we're ready to carry the show.
We could do like one of those story podcasts where we tell like mysteries or something.
There's a reason this is the cool couch.
All right.
Once.
There was a boy named Archie who went to the circus.
Shut up!
He was looking for some pussy. Not just any pussy. No. Hardcore circus pussy.
Alex just waits for Luke, and Alex
Yes,
is like,
I'm trying to
Shut up! Well, that's a cool idea if we did the
It's
thing
hardcore
with the
circus
couches.
pussy.
You guys have to alternate words, but we have to say at the same time.
Okay.
This is
Yeah.
gonna be the worst part.
No, this is good.
Are we gonna go back and forth?
Okay, wait,
About
what
what?
was he
Just
doing?
talking
He went to
or
the...
He went looking for some hardcore circus pussy.
So
he went to the
elephant pen
You were trying to say elevator.
where they keep the
alligators. Then he lifted the alligator's jaw and started to fuck that pussy.
and scene.
Let's see, yeah. We contributed.
They're pretty good after the sour, but like,
Yeah.
I don't understand.
My
why
mouth
you-
hurts.
I don't understand why you never eat it. Like, just you'd eat it
I
because it's a
like
novelty
it. I
thing.
like the sour.
but I don't
man.
think like
It's like eating
Like the
spicy
roof of
food.
my
Some
mouth
people are
hurts
just like,
now.
I
I
like
don't like
pain. I
I
hate
don't-
pain.
I don't know. It doesn't.
I'm a
I like
bitch.
I like buffalo wings, but those are like reasonable, right?
They're
Yes,
flavorful.
I like them with ranch.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
I like honey.
Oh, so much ranch. You get
Mm.
covered in ranch. It's beautiful.
You should go to Wild Wings to get. They're okay.
I was gonna go to Wild Wing last night, but then
Wait, sorry, where were you?
it's
It's like
Wild-
an Asian. You're like Wilding
I
Man.
was gonna go Wild Wing last night, but
Yeah.
then we left too late, and we ended up not being able to go before they closed, which was upsetting.
How's your rap house going?
A rap house?
Oh, like what's it called? The cool place where the
Rape
Chess
rap
House? Fucking great.
Chess House.
Okay, Friday night we went to... It wasn't at Chess House, it was a different house, like on the fucking north end, like over on 112th Ave and 51st Street.
That's by my house.
Yeah, it was really cool, because instead of having like a house that people were able to chill around and stuff like that, and then go watch the show in the living room or whatever, instead it was like in a garage, like a modified garage behind the house. So we got a lot of noise complaints, but it was super fun. And,
Did you rap?
no, it was like a metal show.
Did you metal?
I metaled so hard.
Did you fucking metal?
It was super fun, but the thing is, I brought my two friends from
Metal
Canmore, and
Nick's carrying a
That's
show
again.
of his own.
That's again.
metal hard.
Ow!
That's some hard metal.
metal hard. That right there.
Yeah, this is a fucking metal.
but yeah, I went to I brought two of my friends from Canmore, and then when we got to the door, it's like most of these shows are by like donations, so you pay like $5, but no one gets turned away. But they like mean mug
just
you
get
really
turned
hard if
up.
you don't have anything. Especially this one guy. I'm not gonna name names, but he's a really tall black dude, and he was playing that show. And I came, and since I had to go like pick up my friends from like the place they were staying, I didn't have any time to go get cash. So I walked in and was like, "Yeah, sorry, I didn't bring anything." And he was like, "Oh, really? It's donation." I said, "Yeah, okay." So I walked past, and then he individually picked on each of the friends I brought as well. But I was like, they don't understand. Like they don't come to these things.
Yeah.
So then I went up to him later and was like, "Yo, I'll give you like $20 next time at Chess House." He was like, "Oh yeah, no worries." Well, still a little angry. I was confused. I was like, "Oh, when's your band playing?" Because his band was playing that night. And he was like, "Oh, we already played." I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry.
it's like,
I missed your set and I didn't give you any money. I'm terrible."
Were you going there for him, or like?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know the other bands that were playing.
So that's
But
why
I'm like, I don't really have to know the bands to go. I just go.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
You gotta find new for
They all
$5.
suck.
You can't go wrong.
Maddie told a story and nobody derailed it.
I know that was
Oh,
so great.
yeah,
I practiced that
because
one.
It was the most
Well, I
mundane,
meddled.
I know.
boring
Yeah,
story.
I had to come up with a story. I had to come up with a story.
Did I tell you? And I talk about like I went to a show and it was at this university and it was the Interfraternity Council's talent show or Battle of the Bands, and there was the most. You know what? I stayed for 2 bands.
Long.
The first band that played, oh my god, it was like the worst drummer ever.
You told me about this.
Yeah, and it was so uncomfortable for the 130 probably people in the auditorium that were watching.
Like, the average person could tell that he was bad. Like, it was just...
You couldn't not. There's no way, like, a baby with the biggest diseases ever could tell.
Hugest diseases. Like,
That
what's a
this
big
was-
disease?
no,
like
no,
a tumor
like-
in baby.
Like,
Yeah.
seriously, it was like... It was incredibly distracting to the song because he was like.
Maybe he just got in a car accident. The car flipped. He ran to the show.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
like,
that's
he's covered in
what
blood. Some bald dude's like, "What the fuck?"
But no, it was really uncomfortable for her because everybody's looking at each other like, why is this person playing on this show? It was like,
Maybe it's just nerves. Like, it's his first time performing for people.
yeah. I mean, it must have been.
Maybe he was just a nerd.
Where it's like he has just the best friends in the world, and they're not going to tell him he's bad.
So they're the worst.
So they're the
friends.
worst friends in the
No,
world.
they're great because they're like, they don't want to break him by telling him like, man, you suck.
Or they don't care. Or
Maybe
they're
they
like,
should make
that's
them help
yeah,
them
they're
get
maybe
better
shitty
instead of
friends.
like that's the best thing to do with a friend. You
They're
don't,
getting better.
you don't tell someone that they suck.
Where's
You
arms
do
real?
You
it.
didn't hear how bad he was when he
Where's
first
arms?
started out.
Where's arms real? Could you tell? You could tell there was 130 people there, but could you tell it was arms real? Maybe he was like a fucking. Maybe he didn't have any arms.
Yeah,
He
maybe
was
it was like their fake arm.
It was somebody behind him with the arms through his shirt.
He's like
Think
that
about
character off Mortal Kombat X with like the skeleton arms, except he's got like drumsticks.
Oh shit! Dude, check out the Mortal Kombat X. I actually want to get that.
It's
Huh.
so
That looks
great.
It looks fucking
I played it at
like-
my friend Jared's
I'm
house.
starting to realize
It's
there's too
fucking
many. It's like I'm realizing. Wait a minute. What if it's like Call of Duty? There's just like
No, but
9
it's,
of
like,
these
actually
games.
good.
They're all the
But
same.
they don't come out like every
But if
year.
it's the first one that you
Still,
bought,
they're starting to come out.
like
with
you
a lot.
won't.
Yeah,
like
that too.
What's the last Mortal Kombat game you played?
I don't know. Probably that shitty one on the Xbox.
Oh, it was like versus Marvel or DC or some shit.
Bro,
No.
that one was shit.
Yeah,
Don't even
no,
bother.
they put
That
blood
was
in a
like
Mortal Kombat game.
Armageddon or whatever.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Armageddon
I
was
think
a long
I
time
honestly
ago, but
played
yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
So that was like
Armageddon.
nearly 10. That was like over 10 years ago. Like play this one and it'll just be like playing Call of Duty for the first time.
I still
You'll
don't
be
really like
obsessed with
fighting
it.
games because
The reason
I
you
think
don't-
it's- yeah,
I know
the
the
reason
reason
it's
we
fighting
don't like
game,
new
I'll
Call
never
of
get
Duty.
into it. I don't
is
wanna learn
because
them.
we played
I like
the old
the
ones.
I like the
complicated.
idea of it, and then I start playing, and it's like, wow, this is really hard.
there's a lot of shit you gotta
Yeah.
keep in mind. Like there's a ton of
Mortal
different combos
Kombat,
and
like
shit.
like
Yeah,
to
it's
memorize
That's
the
any fighting game.
except
Well,
for
any,
Smash Bros.
any technical
Except for
fighting
Smash
game.
Bros, I suppose.
Because it's more freeform, custom combos, dude.
Yeah,
You gotta do your own
it's
stuff.
way more accessible than Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter.
Like,
Well,
you
it is
could-
meant to
you
be
could-
an
you could
actual
play
party
Super
game.
Smash Bros.
Yeah.
in a
Whereas
wheelchair.
Mortal Kombat's meant
You
to
could
be
play
like,
Super Smash
I only
Bros. in a
have one
wheelchair.
friend, and I want to be
I'm Mortal
mean to
Kombat.
him.
But it's cool. Like I think it looks neat. Like the selfie fatality is neat.
Oh,
Like,
like,
well,
Where
all
she
the
like
gore-
chops she chops the jaw off and then takes a selfie with them. That was, I think
There's
that was
very
funny.
gory fatalities.
Oh yeah, they're all
Shit.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're all.
so that's
super,
like
super
how it's
cool.
always been too. They
I
just
feel like this
pick
one
it
is
up.
even
Well,
more.
it's because it
so.
just looks better.
Yeah, yeah.
Like this time, you actually like when the person's head gets chopped this way, the brain actually
It, like,
swooshes out a
slopes
bit
little
when they
bit,
fall,
and the tongue is like chopped off a little bit, and it's
and
going,
like the tongue's like dangling.
Yeah.
They put some
Ew.
deep-
Or like the monster girl. I think she's called like Melina. Or
Melina,
yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, she like or she starts like cutting at their torso, and they're like, ugh! And they're trying to crawl away, and then they do, but they crawl away from their legs. So
Yeah.
like just their top half is
Oh.
like going, oh no, I'm trying to get away, and then it just dies. And
I
it's
really
like,
like-
Whoa.
Your younger sister like thought tried to name Polly Melina, right?
No,
Like, she kept
that's
calling-
the cat at my
Yeah.
mom's house.
Oh, the other cat.
Yeah.
Whenever I
She
think
kept
It's
calling
basically officially
Isn't this
named.
Zelda?
Whenever I think of Melina, I just think of the porn star, the only porn star I know with that name,
Melina?
Melina Morgan.
Melina Morgan.
But that's what it
It's
is.
always got to be alliteration.
Yeah.
Melina Morgan.
But what was I gonna say? The coolest
Ass
fucking
Albert.
fatality from the newest one is Jax's fatality. I love it because
Jax.
I played Jax and like I won. He was the only character I won with.
he's the
because
big black dude with like
Yeah,
metal
arms.
arms.
I
Right?
Yeah,
love Mortal Kombat.
So what he
movies.
did was he
They're like-
he takes his like enemy's
so
arms
good.
and smashes them into their body. So they're just sitting there like,
Oh yeah, that was a really cool one.
and then
That
he
was really
snaps
cool.
their head back and ashes his cigar out on their
Oh
mouth.
yeah, yeah.
But speaking of Mortal Kombat movies, like one of the best lines from a movie, it was from I think Mortal Kombat 2. The movie.
Maybe. And 2 is a lot worse than the
where
first one.
like some girl's coming up to like I don't know the context, but it's near the end of the movie. It's like,
Is there-
Mother, you're alive, and then the mom's like, too bad you will die.
The girl who got...
The girl
Too
there,
bad you
come back,
will
die.
They're like on a pyramid, right? They're like,
Yeah. You remember that?
Yeah.
You know what? We gotta remember that. We'll watch that, and then we can bring that into our rotation of meme quotes, essentially.
Okay, but the first one's like so dope. Like fucking Johnny Cage is like this shit, and then he dies in the first 2 minutes of the second one. And you're like,
But he
What?
comes back at the end.
no, he doesn't.
I don't know.
No, he
That seemed believable.
Because the person comes up to Johnny, you're live.
But
you will die.
die. Jigga jigga. And he puts his sunglasses on.
Why would a mom want to kill a daughter in Mortal Kombat world?
What? I don't. Is there even a plot to it, or is it just people fighting?
I think all the movies are about a fighting tournament.
Oh yeah, it's a tournament, isn't it?
That's all the games
A
are
bunch
about.
of criminals, a bunch of criminals, and there's like some demon shit.
Clearly, I mean, some people have like
It's-
four
I mean, that's
arms
pretty
and-
much the plot of most fighting games.
You know,
isn't
didn't
it?
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat Armageddon have like you could run around?
Yeah,
like,
that-
open
I
world?
really need to
And it
play
was
it.
almost kind of like Dynasty Warriors in the way you could like run around.
You can do
and
that in
stuff.
Dynasty
Oh,
Warriors
there was
too.
a. Oh, you mean like I think there was a campaign thing like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
you're
the
right.
only game I know that does that is Marvel Nemesis Rise of the Imperfects, which is my favorite
There
game.
was a Soul Calibur.
I
one also
played
like
that game because it
It's
came for
so
free with
good.
Xbox 360.
Yeah, it was on.
It came on the case that had Forza Motorsport 2.
Well, it didn't come out.
No, sorry, Marvel. No, that's the fighting game. Never mind, I'm
Yeah.
thinking of something else. Sorry,
It's Marvel Nemesis Rise of the Imperfects.
that was a fighting game on the Xbox.
Yeah,
You're
it was for
talking
the
about-
Xbox.
I
It
know
was
which
also
one
on
you're talking
GameCube and
about. I know when
PS2
you
and
had it.
stuff, and PSP. It was awesome. I have it. I play it on my Xbox all the time. It's really fucking fun.
I feel like with fighting games, like
You
if,
should play
if
it.
you take them seriously, you only pick like one. It's like people
probably,
like
'cause,
no one's a
'cause
pro at Mortal Kombat and Soul
Well, no,
Calibur.
because it's super
just
super
one.
hard, but they
Yeah,
all
'cause
like
the
play them
combos
and are good
aren't
at
like
them.
unique to each.
I would imagine,
character,
I,
right?
mean, I
There's
don't
a
know
lot
how
of
much
cr-
you would cross over. It might be like
To casually, or at least not like you're never
Yeah.
going to go to like a Street Fighter tournament and then the next day go to a Mortal Kombat
Well, there's
one,
that.
right?
There's that one.
Yeah.
There's that one fight. I think it's either Street Fighter or maybe it's
Maybe
fucking
it would.
the famous one where the guy's at like this much health. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that one?
Didn't we just
We-
watch that?
we
watched
did.
that.
yeah, we talked about it last
week.
podcast. That's
Oh
what
shit, that's
exactly
weird.
what-
What was the actual?
It was
Evo
Street Fighter
moment,
3.
Evo moment 49
And
or
then,
something like
like
that.
people went insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. But yeah, we talked about it and watched it last week, so that's an interesting.
I don't know. They all kind of blur together too. Because like Mortal Kombat's the one
This
with,
thing
with
they
the
always,
gross
like-
fatalities, and then Street Fighter is just the other one. I
It's
guess.
like realistically,
more
they don't
technical,
have to
apparently.
release new games, but they do just because they
You know-
want to keep making money.
You know what got
It's like,
worse
they're
over
not
the
that
years
different.
was Tekken. Tekken
It-
got.
Tekken
Oh, I
was
forgot about
another
Tekken.
one, right? Like
Yeah.
Tekken was
Dude.
good, but like in the first three, and then after that was like meh.
And
I
Soul
think that's
Calibur,
all,
the original Soul Calibur was actually like Soul Blade.
But now,
Yeah.
it, now
Soul
it's,
Calibur
yeah,
2
Soul
is the best
Blade
one.
and then
Soul
Soul
Calibur 2 is
Calibur,
the
and
best
then. But now it's just like Tit Simulator, basically. Like
Which one? Well,
the Soul Calibur
all of
games.
them actually.
Dead or
come
Alive.
out.
Yeah, but
Soul
they
Calibur's
increasingly just make the women look
I
ridiculous.
just
Dead or
play
Alive.
Yoshimitsu, that's all.
Yeah.
Dead or Alive is
also
Tit
Soul
Simulator.
Calibur.
Yes.
Yeah, like
What is
ID
that?
and like, oh man.
Don't we need a PlayStation?
Isn't
every
Dead or
now
Alive
and
just a
then?
volleyball game where girls jump around? And
No,
fuck?
there's
No, that was
That's
yeah,
Dead or Alive
spin-off
Extreme.
game.
Okay, I saw that game and I was like, people like buy this?
Shit.
Like,
Yeah, I saw this game and I was like, yeah, all right.
Back on like
Hot dog.
back in my days of searching for like explicit videos on YouTube because that was how because I didn't like I was too afraid to go to porn sites because I was afraid of viruses, so I would just go to like sexy videos on YouTube or whatever when I was younger. There used to be these videos that people would like take Dead or Alive characters and they would simulate them like strip teasing or dancing or whatever. And that was like, oh, look,
Used
it's so
to.
sexy.
Like,
I don't know if they still do it or not,
yeah,
but
as soon as they come out, it's like, hey, the nude mod's been released like 2 minutes after launch.
it's fucking weird.
It's like
They've been
made the
waiting.
new mod.
Realistically,
It's just
they probably just made all the models
Yeah.
and put clothes on them, and then
Yeah.
released the nude thing as
Yeah.
like, whoa, some hacker made this. No, it was us.
but yeah,
Give us
Wow.
more money for the game.
Yeah.
my favorite fighting game is Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That's the best.
See,
fighting
I
game in the
got
world.
3, I think. I picked it up when it was like $20, and then
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, this is so cool.
Oh, yeah,
it's
no,
so
I have-
neat.
I
And
also
then
have it.
I just never
Yeah, I
played
don't
it.
play the third one. I only play the second one now because the third one's
The
it's
second
nice
one was
and
on
gimmicky.
Xbox, wasn't it? Like original
Yep.
Xbox.
It was
Yeah.
it was and just general arcade systems. But the thing is, if for original Xbox, if you want to buy the disc, it's $100. At least at Game City anyway. So I just had my modded Xbox, so I just downloaded it,
Yeah.
put it on a disc, threw it in.
You know what? I like Game City more than EB Games.
Yeah, because
Because
EB
Oh,
Games
wait.
sucks.
I like Game City
Yeah.
because they're nice.
Okay, yeah, Game City, like, they have...
Game City's a little
Honestly,
bit more
okay.
privately owned.
Yeah.
than-
They're incredibly privately owned.
well, I don't
They're
say
incredibly
incredibly,
private.
but they're a lot more local and less big. But they do they're like
Yeah, I mean,
franchises
yeah,
still.
I mean,
I mean, it'd be hard to be worse than EB Games.
yeah, EB Games is just like horrible customer.
Generally,
experience.
game stores are just still not great. It's like I think
Well,
things like
well,
Best Buy are generally your best
I know
bet
that's
for.
like why I always walk by
just
EB
being
Games in
plain.
Southgate and I see like a bazillion people in there, and there's always only one person on till and like a lineup of like 15 people. It's like,
And then games
'Cause-
sell out and people go home disappointed. It's like fucking go to Future Shop or Best Buy. They buy like 10,000 copies.
well, Future Shop isn't real anymore.
Is
Yeah.
it? It
Yeah,
isn't.
no, it's
It's
gone.
fully out of business now.
well, no, they just
They were
Best
both
Buy and
owned
Future Shop
by
are the same thing,
and
so-
then they're like, all right, we're just gonna get rid of Future Shop, and now everything's a Best Buy.
yeah. I
Really?
would imagine.
So I'm gonna watch
the
it.
Future
Well, then what
Shops are
happened to the one
actually-
in South
they're being-
Common?
a couple of them are being converted.
Yeah,
Like
two
the
of
one in
them.
Northgate got closed down. I
Yeah,
know that,
South
but I thought that
Common's
was
open
just that specific one.
No, it's like all
South
of them.
Common's getting closed.
South Common's
They make a
closed.
lot
The
of-
one in Clairview is getting turned into a
But Future Shop
Best
actually had, like,
Buy.
a
He was
music
another
section.
one.
I know, yeah, that's
Best
Best
Buy
Buy
kinda has too
he
much
worked
to
in
do.
He worked in
yeah.
the music section.
Yeah.
They, at the Future Shops, you know, a lot of money that Best Buy and Future Shop makes is like they buy like all the buildings around them and get all the people to pay rent. Because like a lot of people do go to like Best Buy and a lot of people
Yeah.
go to Future Shop, and it's like a lot of it's like
It's good to be
Right
like I own
here,
the
like,
furniture
that kind of
store
stuff.
beside Best Buy. That's
Yeah,
like,
and
it's just
well,
a better.
even though they're not the same category. But I mean, like in South
Yeah.
Common, like they own all of those, like a lot of the like the brick and that kind of stuff. This is weird. I was talking to a guy in EB Games lineup for Destiny and
Holy
about
shit.
this, which I was at EB Games though for like 4 or 5 a.m. because it was the worst experience I've ever had in my life.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, do you want me to tell? Do you want
Yeah.
to go abroad? Okay.
This is a good
Oh, is this the one
relevant
with like
story.
drugs and killers?
Yeah, this is when the part when I got like, if you see the scar on my neck. Okay, no, but I went to EB Games and
And this is probably after having like 3 or 4 prior bad experiences with launches.
yeah, like there was a
Like
Why are there
sponsor-
always
NHL,
bad
one of your
experiences?
NHL games, was it NHL that you were getting a midnight launch and then they fucked it up or something?
I think this is that story.
Oh.
This is both of those. This is NHL and Destiny.
Both
the
of
same
these.
night.
Both
Both
of these.
of these.
games.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I went there with Gagan, and then Braden Oswald was there too. This is so weird. that came with us too, whatever that was. Okay, so we went to we ordered. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, so EB Games is in a state where they want to make money, as most companies. So they implemented this program. It's a membership program. Now, when Aaron went to go pre-order Destiny, he's like, Nick, do you want me to get you Destiny as well? And I was like, yeah, just pre-order it, and then I'll give you some money. I was like, okay. Number one, I didn't know he was getting EB Games. So he grabbed it. What? Yeah.
I just want to have an aside for our non-Canadian viewers. EB Games is essentially
EB Games exists
is
in the States.
GameStop.
Oh yeah,
Is it
GameStop?
GameStop?
we
We
have
don't have
GameStops
Game-
here too, don't we?
Yeah, we
do.
do.
Kingsway
They have
we do.
both in the States.
Yeah, I was thinking Kingsway
Okay.
Mall has a
Kingsway's
GameStop and a
Games-
EB Games.
Oh, they do? Oh, I don't know.
They
Well,
got rid of their
weird.
GameStop. They just have EB Games
Okay.
now.
So
I've never seen a GameStop.
I
They have one in the
paid
mall.
for
Well,
it.
Yeah, they have one
I
in
saw
West
one in
End.
California.
They have one in West End.
They 100%
Everybody
had one. They had
they're
one.
the same
Kingsway.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they are
and
the
they
same,
exist
yeah.
in the
EB
States.
Games is GameStop, and they both suck.
Okay, now they
Yeah.
used to do a program where it's at midnight releases. They had a prepaid line, like you've already paid for the game, and a second line that was you're just gonna line up and buy the game that night, right? So that's what they used to be, and it used to go well because if you're in the prepaid line, you just go in there with your receipt, and they hand you the fucking game, and you're good, and then like you get the game. Now we didn't know as they implemented this membership program. Well, Aaron knew. And he had a fucking platinum membership, okay? So we show up, and they're like, one line, it's like, all these motherfuckers right here, and it's like long as hell, and I have a video, I don't know if I still have it on me, of these guys in the line being absolutely insane. So it was a good experience. So it was an entertaining lineup experience. There was a lot of people in the line. I'm going to guess there was like 200 people there, right? And they're all in this platinum line. This isn't even covering a line of people just like, I pre-ordered and prepaid for the game, but I don't have a platinum card. Now, the fuck-ups at EB Games decided, hey, if you're in this line, the only qualification of being in there is you have a platinum card, not if you've pre-purchased the game. So, like, half of the people maybe pre-purchased, or 1/4. So, now, 4 hours pass. Okay, so we show up at 11, 4 hours have passed, and people are losing their shit. We have a guy in front of us yelling at the EB Games people, the manager. Like, 2 people got kicked out of the line. And I'm there for Destiny and NHL. And at this point, I'm like, I just want to get these games. I want to go home. I have my pre-purchase from here. Okay, so we're there for like, this is a little bit of bridge version, 5 hours. Okay, 5-6 hours, I'm going to say. Because you're there like 11.
Holy shit, that's really long.
It's really long. No, it's 11 to 5 a.m. We got it out of there at 5. So 11 to like, okay, so 11 to 4. So 4 a.m.
What?
Okay,
I'm saying consistent numbers.
I'm saying,
No, 'cause
like,
like,
shush, 5
I
a.m.
tell the guy
No,
story
5 when I gotta go.
into
4
the
a.m.
front
when I
of
get
the
to the
line.
front of the line. Okay, so this is insane. So 11, we're in line. This whole line finally gets irrigated and slaughtered into EB Games. They bring out their bodies and carcasses and they walk out with their... Okay, so they run out, okay? Now our line finally starts going through, and I'm gonna say it's around like maybe like 3-ish, like that kind of thing. So a lot of the people in the line have already pre-purchased, and
So it was 5.
no. So we go into the store, and then it's slowly moving up. So people are packing up their chairs, which they brought, which we didn't bring, and we were sitting on the ground the whole fucking time. And gets to the top of the line, and the lady goes, and there's a big ruckus going on in the store, and we're like, what's going on here? And there's still like 100, like 40, I'm going to say like 100 guys behind us. Yeah, there's a lot of people.
Are you in the platinum line?
No, I'm in the pre-order. Like,
Aaron's been gone home by now.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You know, actually, Aaron, Aaron did stay with us because he had the platinum membership, but he felt bad, and he also got a ride with Gag in there, so it's not like he could have like left early when he got his like status.
He could have gotten the game and then like taunted you.
Yeah, like the whole time. Oh, what's in the manual? It's like a 4-player. Okay. So we're in the line. We get to the front. There's a big ruckus going on, and this guy in front of us, who's like the guy that told me about the Rentier like state theory, of like fucking Best Buy and Future Shop, like owning all the land around them. This guy's been rowdy the whole time. And we get to the front of the line, and he's a little bit ahead of us. Like, he's one ahead of us. He's one person ahead of us. Because he's talking to us the whole time. We get to the front of the line, and a lady comes out, and she's like, hey, guys, we're just going to need you to wait here for a bit. And we're like, wait here for a bit? We've been here, like, all night. And she's like, well, you see, our debit machine is down.
That happened. Fuck. That happened.
I know, this happens all the
Boxing
times
Day.
there,
We went
right?
there Boxing Day.
Yeah, and they're like,
broke.
our debit machine is down. And then, like, I feel bad for the employees, because they're having to put up all this shit all night, and we were, like, talking to them. They're like, we didn't want to do this. They made us do this platinum membership thing. Like, this is really bad. So we're talking to employees, and the people are freaking out in line. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, I fucking prepaid. I'm like, can I just go in there and, like, show you my receipt and get the game? And they're like, so they're having a big discussion of all the employees. And they're like, okay, yeah, if anybody prepaid, you can come in and get your game now. Yeah, it's all good. The people that didn't prepaid started screaming and, like, yelling, and it got really, like, no hitting, but, like, violent. Like, people were rushing towards the front of the store. And we were like, I've been here all fucking night waiting for this shit. This is fucking ridiculous. And slowly, me and Gagan and Aaron are, like, leaking into the store. We go in, right? And there's other guys in the store that are already in the store, because they do, like, small sections, who are waiting for the debit machines there, and they're all pissed off. They're standing there, and they're, like, looking at us like with glaring eyes, getting all these games. So we ended up getting out of there around 5 a.m. and we walk out, and the manager is smiling and like congratulating the team on a good night. Like he's like, and the team is like we were walking, like we were talking to this one girl that worked there, because I guess Aaron knew her or something like that, and she was like, I can't believe what my manager is like saying to me. And we're like, what's up? And we see him smiling, walking around, and be like shaking all the employees' hands, like, tonight's been really good. And there's still 50 guys in line, like ready to fucking riot. And they're like, this has been a success at EV Games. And I'm like, I'm never, ever touching this fucking hallway at Kingsway Mall, not at Southgate again. Like,
I mean, to be fair, that sounds like a pretty kick-ass manager.
Yeah, no, but he was like,
it sounds
he's
like a
very
terrible,
positive.
terrible. Yeah, exactly.
Horrible.
He's not gonna be like, yo, you guys fucked up. It's like,
no, he's saying like this was a great idea to have this all happen.
It was.
And
They made a fuckload of money, and they made people's days worse.
horrible. Yeah,
Exactly
The
what
best
they
thing
wanted.
checklist at
business
EV
to
Games
Yeah.
and GameStop.
so bad. So that was horrible. Don't ever go to
Yeah, never.
EV Games.
I never buy Xbox games at all anymore.
Yeah.
There you
The
go.
last one
I
I
just
bought was
don't-
literally Grand Theft Auto 5.
Don't buy things at launch because they're $70 now, and it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, 70s now.
The only
Yeah.
midnight launch I went to was Skyrim.
Yeah,
Was
we
the
went
one.
to
Yeah.
Skyrim was great.
Yeah.
Because we were at EV Games too, and that
I was
that
at Skyrim.
That one went okay.
Yeah, well,
That
I
was
think
another
lots
one.
of us were together for that, actually.
Yeah, it was us three. Connor was with us.
Yeah, and then I remember we
Was
saw.
Nick there?
I was with
we
Hyder
saw
and,
Nick
like,
was
Nick
there like
Huber,
later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still haven't finished that game. I feel bad
Skyrim?
now for my old self, who was excited for the game.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I put like, I don't know, 60 hours into it, I think.
I'd rather go finish Oblivion again than play Skyrim more.
Eh,
Yeah! What does that mean, huh?
I don't know. Oblivion's fine, but like
Better than your butt, which is...
Well, yeah. I'd rather play with Oblivion than with my butt.
I would.
bunga, 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 bunga. I don't know what else you can do with the butt. It's like...
No! Like an air pocket inside the butt.
Are you guys getting The Witcher when it comes out?
Yeah, that looks cool.
No.
Didn't
Not
already
right
come
away,
out?
probably
Didn't
like
Witcher
I
2
still
already
I have
come out?
Witcher
3.
2 and I haven't
Oh.
touched it. I have it on Xbox and I also have it on PC
Hey, me too.
because I got it for free on PC.
Yep.
I only ever saw the... Who's that guy who does the reviews at Escapist Magazine?
Jim
Zero
Sterling?
punctuation?
Zero Punctuation.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, I only saw the reviews for Witcher. Never even heard of it before.
Yeah,
But
I
I'm
own
not
Witcher,
excited
like
anymore.
the first Witcher. I have it on Steam.
I don't know,
just haven't
they
played
seem
it.
like a good company with all the like no DRM and like lots of content and good
And
games.
they
and
established
no buggy or anything.
goodoldgames.com, which
That
is a great
too.
website.
Yeah.
What's that website about?
I think they keep sending me
Game
emails
deals,
at goodoldgames.com.
like deals and stuff.
Yeah,
GOG.
You
like,
just you
those
buy
are the
games,
yeah.
like old games, or well, some new games as well.
Yeah.
We also never played Titanfall or Titanfall.
Titanfall.
We never played it. We got it for free and then never played it.
You got it for free?
Yeah.
For $5.
Oh yeah,
It's
that was
$5.
$5. But then all the DLC was free.
Yes, Nick, you have it right on
Yeah.
PC.
I have for the Xbox.
Oh yeah. I talked to you. You didn't get it on PC.
No, I have it for the one, which with the free DLC. This is right after
You have an
Aiden.
Xbox One?
Yeah,
This is
Yep.
right after
Aiden bought the
season
fucking the
pass.
season pass, and then they're like, "Hey,
Oh no, you can just phone him and you get it.
I don't think he phoned him.
Oh wow, that was dumb.
Wait,
No,
what happened? He bought a season
He
pass
bought the
and
season
then...
pass and then like 2 days later it was like, hey, it's for free now.
For the tit.
To be fair, it wasn't like a $60 season pass. I think it was like $10. So.
But still, like if you
Yeah,
do,
I think it was 20.
if that ever happens in the
Yeah.
future and you buy a season pass and then very soon thereafter it goes on sale for free, you can usually complain and they'll give it to you for free.
You can do that like at any Best Buy does that too. If you do that, if you
It's
buy.
weird. I feel like I'm just thinking about season pass and why it's generally stupid and bad because it's like we're paying for DLC that's not out yet, and then that we're like paid DLC. People always complain about, and like stuff that could just already be released with the game, but they're not doing it. But then we also have other companies where you're like buying the game before it's finished, and then they're under no obligation to finish it. Whereas at least with the season pass, I guess you're being promised that they're going to give you more. Whereas like when you buy the game, they're like, "Don't worry, we'll give you more."
Yeah.
Then they don't. It's like
Yeah, I think the
seems
rule
like
of thumb
everyone
is
has
that some
that.
people are
I like
like,
the-
"Oh man, season pass and DLC is all terrible. It should never exist." It's like, no, it's on a case by case basis.
Yeah.
So like the horse
Yeah,
armor
same
for
with early
Oblivion
access.
was fucking terrible. Like that's
Yeah, who
stupid.
cares?
But then
Can you get a
people-
season pass for Skyrim?
No.
We're talking about
you
Oblivion.
could.
We're talking
Yeah.
about
Oblivion, the horse armor DLC.
That was infamous. That's like
Yeah,
the
it
most
was like
infamous piece of
$5.
How much
DLC.
was it?
It was
like
like
$5.
$5. I thought it was
I
only like 30.
Yeah, but that was back in
something.
when DLC was
This
very
is like
uncommon.
2006 or 2007.
It was very
whenever it
uncommon
came
for
out, yeah.
games to have
Hell,
DLC.
So all
There
it
was
was
a lot for
was
Oblivion.
horse.
There was a lot
They
of
made up
horse
for it by
armor.
having some
That's
of the
literally
better
what it was.
DLC
Yeah.
ever made.
But
though.
exactly,
They
that's
did
what I'm
have
saying
some,
is that
but,
later
yeah.
on they release actually good DLC. So it's like
Shivering Isles.
some of it is
Even
good.
like Knights of
Shivering
the
Isles
Nine.
is great, but then it's like
I
I don't
have
know.
the
Some
Knights
of
of the
them
Nine
are bad.
expansion.
And there was even little shit. There
On
was
my
like
PC one, I can't figure out how to activate the quest.
Not for Knights of the Nine.
It pops up.
Oh,
it's
is
like,
that the one where
the Knights have
you have
invited
to-
you?
Didn't,
And then it's
didn't
like,
Connor like say like he couldn't beat it because like he
That was
dropped
me.
you dropped the armor down the hole in the pit?
Yeah, there's a big pit and you just drop it off and it's like, oops, I fucked up. You have to reload a save or you just boned. But yeah, and then it's like, I don't know, Call of Duty DLC is like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah, that
like
stuff
4
was-
new maps and
that
like,
stuff was really expensive.
I don't know,
yeah.
back when
Like
I was
15
playing ball
bucks.
for
What was it?
$2
Remember,
back.
what was it?
I bought it
Black
for-
Ops 2. There was like that Black Ops Elite bullshit or whatever it was.
That was essentially
Call
the
of Duty
season
Elite.
pass thing.
That was stupid.
Call of Duty
It was-
Elite, yeah, that started with
It was like
that
60
started with
bucks.
that started with Modern Warfare 3, didn't it?
I think so. I don't remember.
Or maybe it was
Well,
Blobs.
it's like a
No, I
a
think it was
more
Modern
contemporary example would be
I think it was
Evolve.
Blobs 2 actually. Yeah.
with,
yeah,
like-
Evolve is like
You can buy like a $90 or $110 version of the game to get like a bunch of extra monsters.
but
and,
then even if you
stuff
bought
and-
that, there's still like a shit ton of
Yeah.
cosmetic shit. It's like the
like,
game
fucking
is
terrible.
it's like the game is full price, but it's a free to play game. Essentially, like that's how
Yeah.
it's structured. It's
the,
like there's
the
so
lead
many
guy
things
behind
you
it
can
was like, yeah, we built this game around being able to sell DLC like it was a good thing. And it's like, no, that's
get.
bad.
Yeah, like some 2K guy.
The
said
thing
that.
is, it's
Yeah.
like the games that don't do these things badly, I think, aren't even
I know,
getting
it's
good
like-
credit.
it's like-
I was just thinking Grand Theft Auto 5, it's like, you know,
Use
it's not
shark
even that
cards.
popular.
Shark cards. Grand Theft
Sure.
Auto 5 has shark cards.
What the hell's
What's
that?
that?
You
Yeah.
pay
Shark.
to
Yeah.
get you pay
Chameleon cat.
money to get
You were
money.
saying shark cards.
Shark?
You're saying shark carts.
No, I
Yeah,
know.
you said
I know what he said.
SH,
Shark
like-
cards, like
Like
card
a
shark.
shitty
I-
cart
it
and
makes
then a
sense.
cart that you're
Yeah,
pushing.
you're
in.
just like, wee, shark, shark,
All
shark.
right, they're called shark cards,
Yeah.
Okay.
and you pay money to get online money, and
Okay.
it's really expensive. So yeah, it ends up being like if like the price to buy like a sports car would actually be like $6 real life dollars.
That's not. I mean, I
No, that's a lot.
it's like the thing is, you make a lot of money in that game really fast if you just play stuff.
Do
like,
you?
Yeah, like I
have they
played
fixed
like
that? I literally
Well,
haven't
eventually
played
you
it.
I
cap
played like
out
5
play
matches a day in an
instances so
hour, and
much.
you make like 200K. It's like you don't. All you need to do is actually play.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
shark
and
card
then
is
do
like
fine.
$20 million, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can understand why you might want if you for some reason didn't want to
Well,
play
I'm
the
saying
parts
it's-
of
I'm
the
saying
game
it's
free,
premium
but-
thing.
I'm
right?
saying it's becoming increasingly common in games, and yeah.
I don't know. There's nothing
I
inherently
think it
wrong
depends.
with it,
It's like
but
it really.
the
depends
issue
on
is that the games have to. The only way they actually make money is through the selling DLC,
And
because the
oftentimes
games are
they-
so expensive to make, and it's like you don't need to make them that expensive,
Yeah.
but it's just like everything has to be bigger and better, and it's like
Yeah, well, it's like that's like AAA inflation.
yeah, it's
of-
like
of, game production
Dragon
costs.
Age Inquisition is like it is so fucking big. Like there's a million side quests and none of them are important and none of them matter, but there's just so much content that it makes you feel like it's supposed to make you feel like there's a lot going on, but there really isn't because like every other quest is just like, hey, go to this area, fight a dude, okay, come back, you did it, great.
Did you play Shadow of Mordor?
I did.
No,
I did.
It's good.
I like it a lot.
everybody said it was good.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's like really, really easy.
It's also like $20 right now.
Yeah, I saw like bundle stars. You can
Yeah.
get like for $25 you get the game and season pass.
Crazy.
But I
That's
don't
kind of cool.
want it. Yeah, but yeah, a lot of people don't like the early access model as well.
Well, because
100%.
nothing good has ever come out of it, pretty much.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
well,
that's on a
like when
case
they
by
don't
case basis
necessarily-
too.
Daisy-
No, but there's very few
I mean, the thing
good,
is, some
successful
people
things.
will pay to play a game early, like
Yeah.
Baby Buggy, and they accept that. But at the end of the day, they
Daisy-
No, exactly.
But it
and
depends.
No, the
that's-
bad things
it
are
depends
when
on the developers.
developers take advantage.
Yeah,
of,
and they promise like,
they
so
just-
don't worry.
Like I was
just
thinking
give up.
about Starforge earlier.
Yeah,
you
I
bought
bought
Starforge, and I bought Starforge like
I think
years
I
ago.
have it too.
yeah, it was like 2 years ago.
And we were like, yeah, play it. That's a piece of shit. It's
I
a
never
fucking
played it.
piece of shit
And yeah, they
game.
didn't do anything else.
Same
And they
with the
abandoned
Goddess, the
Goddess, yeah.
Peter Molyneux game.
Yeah, yeah.
Peter Molyneux is a piece of shit. He's the worst
But
human
that's the
to
thing.
ever live.
Why is he the bad
Why?
guy?
Because
Give
he
us
was
the backstory.
he was like, okay, Fable 1, hey, this is a cool game.
I was.
Okay, do you know what it needs? Less fun. Fable 2. And then he was like, Fable 2, okay, hold on. Do you know what this needs? Less fun.
And a dog!
Fable
And a
3!
dog!
And then it was like, Fable 3, okay. That was boring. It needs less fun. Fable for the Wii, boys! And then it was fucking...
Well, they
motion
did.
control
Didn't they
thing.
release the HD collection of it?
Yes.
It's-
I got that
play
before
that.
it came out.
Because I think I
Yeah,
haven't
'cause they
played Fable 1,
accidentally
and
had
I
lemon
love
drugs.
Fable 2.
Fable 1 is infinitely better than
Fable 1 is
2
Fable 1 is so much better than Fable
Yeah.
4. I do like Fable 2 still.
It's like Fable 2
It's so
functions. That's
Fable
the
2
thing.
was the
Fable
only one
3
I
doesn't
played,
function.
But
Because
Fable 1 is
if we
so
go
much
back
better.
to Goddess for a second,
Yeah, sure.
I think the issue with it, because I bought it like a
You did
fucking
buy it.
idiot. It was like $3 or something.
It's
so
like-
I was
yeah, it's probably like
whatever,
$5
who cares? It was part of a
tops.
humble bundle or something. I don't know. But I got it, and then apparently he like abandoned it and is like, yeah, it's done now, and it's very clearly not done, and also it's like full of microtransactions and stuff.
Ugh.
And he abandoned it to make like a shitty mobile app or something.
Let's talk
I don't
about
even
War
know,
Z though.
but,
No,
like,
I want to talk more about Goddess
Well,
because like
Warzy-
that's
still
pay to
exists.
do you remember
game.
there was this thing that Peter Molyneux did because he's like weirdly like he thinks very highly of
so
himself.
he's got a big name, and he's a recognizable name.
And-
as
but he
far as
makes
video games go.
outrageous
I recognize
claims.
his name.
Like before Fable came out, he was like he spent like months and months and months talking about like Fable's gonna be the best game ever made. You could cut trees and they'll grow fucking back over the years. And, it's like, holy
That does
shit!
sound like the best game.
But I mean,
really
Fable
cool.
was still an excellent game.
Yeah.
But he
Didn't have
really
cut
like
trees,
overhyped
I
it.
don't
a
know.
lot.
Whoever they had like restraining his crazy ideas did it well. in
But
Fable
but
1.
Peter Molyneux and his game company made a mobile app. It might be the one you're thinking of before Goddess, and it was
Oh, is that
basically
what it
like there's this massive like incredibly massive cube, and you just like tap to get away like little tiny cubes. Like there's literally billions and billions and billions of cubes making up this giant cube, and you just gotta tap away at it, tap away. And then you can get like upgrades, so you can tap more cubes.
But over
away.
years,
the cube will grow back. It's crazy. But no,
So wait, it's like
the point was somebody.
There's a cookie clicker. That's what I'm
Similar,
thinking.
yeah, it's similar, but like one random ass person. It was he was talking about like whoever finds the secret of the cube will be given something life changing, and everyone's like, shit, we gotta
I gotta
tap
find
that
the secret
cube.
of the cube.
And somebody
Damn
did.
right.
So he eventually like was the first person to click like the middle of the cube thing, and they won. And there was this big thing that he released, this big like press package. He's like, whoever accent.
Do it. Keep doing it. Stick with it.
Right?
The person who discovered the secret of the cube has had their life changed now. He's very whispery and British. But anyway, no, but what happened was the person got like, he got like, he got his name put into Goddess as like some thing.
Cool.
He got like a sum of money. No, he didn't get a sum of money. He was promised a sum of the proceeds from sales of Goddess. And that was it. So, and then they still haven't paid him. Like, I read an article about it like a
God.
month and a half ago, and they're like, the kids like, they still haven't like talked to me in like years. It's been a long time, and they haven't
I need
contacted
my
me about
fucking
my
money.
money.
What were you saying about War Z?
War Z. Yeah, the War Z
Okay,
was,
Warzy was that zombie one, right?
Yeah,
it was
there's
like
so many
it was
of
supposed to be
them.
it was supposed to be the first like standalone DayZ because DayZ was a mod before and they wanted to make something standalone, so they came out with War Z, and then it got majorly like a bunch of backlash because it was essentially pay to win.
Well, and it was also a knockoff of DayZ. was also a big thing. People were like,
Yeah, I thought
"Hey,
it-
come on, you
Is
can
it
steal a
actually
name
made
style."
by the DayZ people or no?
No,
it was
not
made
at
by
all.
someone inspired by the. I don't think there was.
They changed the name.
Is this,
I don't
is
think
it
they're,
like
the
the
thing is,
same,
I don't
like,
Oh yeah, that's called
War Stories and
Infestation
stuff?
Survival Story.
Yeah.
Survival stories. Yeah.
I just didn't think that like anyone was under the impression that War Z would be any different other than being standalone. Like
it was
that's
just
the-
a lot more simple.
But then they
and
took it
fast-paced,
off Steam because
but-
it was so
and
pay to win,
goofy.
and now they brought it back as something else.
Yeah, they just changed the title. They took it. I don't know if they actually took it down. I
No,
think
there
they
was
just
something
changed
with
the
that
title.
game too, where they had to refund a bunch of stuff to a bunch of people.
Yeah.
I think,
Because
Yeah.
apparently it
and
was
then
like
that's
if
why
you,
they changed the name
Yeah,
too.
they
To
did.
get
if
away
you
from the
died,
bad
you
rep
had
of
to like
War
pay
Z.
to respawn.
No,
and
that
all,
was
like,
that
it
was that
Yeah.
was H1Z1. When
No,
they
you're talking
refunded
about
everybody.
you think we're talking about H1Z1? We're talking about War.
I know we're talking about War Z, but
Yeah.
H1Z1 is when they
But-
refunded a shit ton of people.
I
Did
know
they?
that
What
was
happened
War
with
Z,
that
I
one?
think, because they changed the
H1Z1
name.
refunded a ton of people.
Why? What for though?
Because people were upset about the thing, and
They
they
were.
like,
They
"Oh,
pulled,
you
it was a
won."
good move. It was a good.
Oh wait,
PR
never mind.
move
No, what?
that
I
they
remember
were
hearing
fine.
about that. Where
'Cause
it
it
was
was the
like,
supply drops
It sounds
that
bad,
you
but then,
get.
yeah, where they kind of were like, "Hey, if you're not happy, you can do it." They're trying to be nice.
Yeah.
Realistically, now that I'm remembering this, the supply drop things really wasn't that big of a deal. It wasn't worth refunding your game over. If you were actually upset, you were kind of a little
What's the
bitch.
supply drop
but-
thing? Like you paid for a supply drop?
Well,
Yeah,
no,
and
they-
it gives
they
you a
said-
gun. You can find a gun every 5
No,
minutes.
I
in
thought
that
what
game.
it was that
So
they
it's
said
like-
hey, you never have to pay us money. After
They
you
did
buy
say
it,
that. They did
and
say
then you
quit.
could
They did.
pay
I'm sorry.
for
Before the
stuff.
game
Yeah,
came
yeah.
out, they did quote like verbatim say like this game will not be like paid away.
Yeah,
Like, we're not
and
releasing
then
it for
if you have that,
microtransactions.
then it's totally legitimate to be like, no, give me my money back. You promised me something that's not what this is. I'm not giving you money.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just like I don't give a shit about any of them because there's so many zombie games. Like there's a million
I'm
of
tired
them.
of zombie games.
It's so boring. Like
Good thing
woo.
there's very few good
I,
ones.
I don't find DayZ as a zombie game though. Really.
It's definitely
it's
a person
Daisy as
game.
in Z.
I know,
I think
but
DayZ
zombies
could be
is
more if it was
zombie
just a
game.
like
It's
if there
more
was
of a
just no
human
zombies
human.
because
yeah,
usually
because
they
zombies
annoy
are
me.
just annoying.
Yeah.
That's because
Yeah,
they
they
haven't
hardly function,
made
so
it.
it's
There's
better
not
if-
a finished game yet.
Yeah,
so.
if you just had an open world game of killing people, that'd be like GTA, I
GTA,
guess.
which-
Except
But
with
GTA
no
would-
NPCs crashing my car.
and at the same time, like GTA is more like you just die and you come right back, and there's no really like investment.
Yeah.
in
Did you
fight.
guys ever play more of the parkour zombie game?
Oh, Dying
Oh,
Light.
that's
that one.
awesome.
Oh, that,
We haven't
that one
played
is
in a
definitely
while.
good,
Why
but
don't you
yeah,
just-
I
Dying
would
Light
like
is
to do
good.
more. It's definitely
We
fun.
do have to play more. Like it got fucking scary. Like when we were like,
did
fuck,
it?
fuck, fuck, when like the
Yeah,
crazy.
at night there's
Yeah.
big zombies that can't be
What are they
killed.
called,
and they're
virals?
Yeah.
or no,
And
they're
then they
not
start
called
no,
virals.
no,
swarm
Virals
you.
are the
and
normal
it's
They're
like,
ones.
called like
I thought they were virals.
it's
No,
a,
virals
it's
are the
a
normal
name
ones.
that's like they're special. Like it's
Yeah.
like
I don't know, but the point is, like, there's like a bunch of them at night, and it's scary, and they go at you, and then they chase after you, and they're big
Yeah.
and buff guys that'll like rip you apart, and
Yeah,
it's
you're
scary.
volatile.
Volatile.
One zombie game that I really liked, at least watching people play because it was super cool, was 7 Days to Die.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I haven't
I really
actually
liked
seen-
that
I've
game.
never
Like
seen
it,
what
just
that
the way I never played it, but
It
looked
was
really
more
cool.
about crafting.
It was like
and, like,
Minecrafty
building.
in a way. It
Yeah.
was really neat. I just thought it was intriguing. Like, and it
I'm
seemed,
kind of crafting in games, kind of.
Yeah, I don't.
I
think
feel
it's
like if
that
I-
fun.
Everything there's always it's open world crafting zombie games like fucking everywhere.
Well, that's
Those
the
are-
thing, that's what
those
I
are
like
the
about
three
say
big
like
things.
I go Borderlands in a type of game that offers a lot of variety, but still without you having to stupidly craft stuff.
It's like I don't know. In
Borderlands
some
doesn't
games it
offer
works,
that
like
much variety,
Minecraft.
Well, in terms of amounts of guns, but really Borderlands 2 pissed me off. How many guns?
Too many
Like,
guns.
You get different numbers
Like-
when you shoot an enemy. They pop up differently and different
Like you
colors
just
and
spent
noises
like a
happen.
third of the game time like looking at just me like, do I want this one?
But it's like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
it's
it's like
okay.
this gun's so good, but this gun looks so fucking cool. Like, But the problem with it was like they would show you like in the loading screens they show you like this awesome looking gun.
that you'll never
And
find.
and you do find it,
Oh.
and then you find 50 more that look exactly like it, and it's like, wow, I thought there were more unique designs, but there really isn't, and that's unfortunate. Like, I wish they like would, if they were going to make guns look super cool, you could unlock skins for guns.
The best zombie
Right.
game is still like
But
Dead
then it's
Rising.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, Dead Rising is great.
I still
Very
have
unique.
yet to play it.
Very different from any of the
I'd
other
lend
zombie
it to
games
you.
still out.
I would love to. I haven't.
It's definitely it's
Oh.
fun, and realistically you can get like
I wonder if you can get
there's a time limit on each
No, not the
playthrough.
first one.
So,
Sounds
Unfortunate.
terrible.
um,
Fuck time limits.
well, I mean, you
I
kinda have
paid you
to
money to
through
play this game. I don't want to be rushed through it.
I want another Devil May Cry game.
It definitely like once you play it,
Bayonetta.
it needs the time limit.
Bayonetta's
If Dead
a
Rising
bit
better.
Is it good?
It's probably
Yes,
better than Devil May
Bayonetta
Cry.
is so much
Because
better.
the DMC that came out like 2 years ago was
That
awesome.
that was good. Bayonetta
So
2
good.
is so much better.
I
like,
don't really
it's-
like beat 'em up.
It's
games.
really worth it.
Bayonetta
I mean,
2.
Bayonetta 2 is
It's
fucking
fucking
sick,
cool. It's
right?
just fucking insane. It's like
Yeah.
crazy. We watched Aiden play it. Remember? I think you were there.
Yeah.
Like, it was like,
Yeah,
that
it's
was-
fucking crazy.
Fucking.
Like the ending mission of Bayonetta 1, spoilers for a really old ass game, is you're fighting people on top of missiles. that are like
So cool.
flying through space. I want to say, and it's just crazy, and everything looks ridiculous, and it's cool.
Another really cool game, Catherine. That was a cool
Catherine
game.
is cool.
We
Yep.
played that for a while. I
Did
remember
we?
that. Yeah.
I remember watching
wanna
a
play it
Let's
again.
Play
It's
of
cool.
it.
You know
Catherine
Yeah,
looked
I
really
own it
stupid,
still.
actually.
And we could bring it.
Oh,
for
Catherine, the
next
one
The
with the
sheep,
puzzle and the
the
sheep
sheep,
and the
yeah.
climbing and the like
Such
the
a cool
girls.
game.
The
The
kids.
hot girls.
And that's like almost like you have to like figure out how to talk to the girl, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to say the right thing.
Yeah.
It's like the BioWare say the right thing, and they
It's like
like
Honey
you more
Pop with
kind
the
of thing.
puzzle.
Yeah.
I pop with like a good,
Oh, yeah, a
fun,
better
tense puzzle.
Yeah.
That's
And
a
two
great game.
Catherines.
Yes.
One you're dating, and then one you cheat on with the other one.
So you're cheating on.
Wait, no. You don't cheat on the Catherine you're not dating. You cheat on the Catherine you're dating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said there's one you're dating and one you
They
cheat
understand.
I still want to. Do you know what? I want to play Day One Gary's incident more.
More?
There has to be
Why?
more in that game.
I don't
Wasn't
think
there a
there
giant
is.
spider in a picture?
I still haven't played
Yeah,
that.
It was.
Oh, wait, no, yeah, we played.
we
We
all
all played
played
it.
it.
I
That was
wasn't-
a terrible
I wasn't
on. It
game.
was fun.
It was actually pretty cool. I mean, the monkeys threw rocks at you and killed
Yeah,
you.
that's the thing.
That
It was
the
like, we were so
craziest shit.
we like gave up because like we kept getting hit by monkeys we couldn't see chucking rocks at us and killing us.
Well, because the area was big and stupid,
And
and
full
it
of
was
monkeys.
difficult to
really hard to tell
navigate.
where you're going. Yeah.
But I mean, it was just so weird and just like out there. But it functioned, but it was still bad, which is like the perfect way because then you can play through the bad and see all the miracles that
Maybe
it's birthed.
we'll stream it sometime.
Yeah, that's what I
from
was
where
thinking.
we left
I'll
off.
just, we'll just fucking stream it.
Tomorrow.
You don't have to come. We'll have to stick on my finger.
Should we pretend like we filmed this podcast on 420?
Wait a minute.
Should we pretend like we filmed this podcast?
It is in an
not on?
hour.
Do you want to make an extra long podcast?
What are we
can-
gonna
we can
do
make a
for
second
now?
one, I guess.
Nah, it's not worth it. Who cares? We don't care
I'd
about
rather not.
420.
Fuck
Fuck
420.
420.
Is it 420 right now?
No, just about.
Tomorrow will be 420.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys make sure to have a healthy day tomorrow.
A what?
Healthy day.
Yeah, you gotta have a lot of green.
What the fuck is Bell C51?
That's the internet privacy one. It's called
it,
it's
though?
called terrorists are bad.
Pretty much,
Really
yeah.
protect yourself from the terrorists because they're gonna kill us all. Basically, and it literally does have terrorism in its name.
I went to Chess House and they were ranting about, like, there was this one girl who was
fuck? Is
passionately
this politics we're talking
debating about Bill C-51. I'm sitting here going like,
Bill?
no one
Is this
cares.
Canadian bill?
Yes, it is.
No one cares.
There was a big, there are people with like, I was on the LRT, I
I'm-
go to Clairview, and there's people with like big banners.
If I heard some of the, I'd be inclined to assume they didn't know that much about it because, like, I think it's the kind of bill that young people.
I
get
thought it
really
was
wrapped
fucking
up
weed,
about.
dude. I was like,
Yeah,
dude,
it's
it's like
like, but
420 weekend.
There were
What
so
the
many
fuck? I'm
bills
like,
that were like, oh yeah, stop SOPA, stop this. It's like,
Well, those were all in the U.S.
yeah, but it's so stupid. Like if you read the bills and you read like people like I've read entire
matter.
articles going like,
But-
why is this bill bad? Why is this law bad? Blah blah blah. I'm sitting here going like, I don't know. It just sounds a lot like if you don't have anything to hide, you have nothing to worry about.
That's kind of
Well,
maybe
well,
not
generally
best
the
approach.
Like if
problem
you're not a
is-
terrorist, you don't have to worry about it.
Generally,
Well,
the
it's not the
problem
point.
is-
We're in the
completely
misuse of
besides the
control.
point.
It's like the
Yeah.
generally
I don't
the
get
problem.
the point.
Maybe you
Clearly,
don't want
it's
the government
because-
interfering with your shit
I-
all the time.
They won't interfere
I don't
with
like
your
talking
shit.
about
If they're
politics
able to,
bills
they
because all
will.
it does is bring you down and make you mad at the government. Really, when you get into it.
Yeah,
But
right. That's
it's
the
like-
thing is like people get so
social
riled
contract,
up
man.
about like
In
liberals
the-
and conservative libtards and evil conservatives. And like who cares? Really?
Well, like well, actually, maybe I shouldn't talk about it because I don't want to talk about it. But I want to talk about that bill that people are protesting in Germany. Although, as far as I can tell, it's
Yeah, Bill
Oh, I
relevant.
just watched Citizen
It's just as
4 2
relevant
days ago. I watched
everywhere.
Citizen 4. Really good.
What
Of
bill
what?
in Germany? What is the bill in Germany?
Season
No, it's not even
4.
in Germany.
Oh, I said
It's for,
season
it's
4.
between-
Season 4.
I think season
Okay.
4.
No one cares.
Yeah, no.
It's between UK and US, I guess, in the way they trade, and part of it allows companies to sue countries for future lost money. So if
No, that's not cool.
it's like if they were like, oh, we're gonna pass a bill that makes internet free for everyone, then the internet companies are like, we're suing you,
Yeah,
country.
fuck you, Nairobi.
So then
Is that
just
a
to
place?
discourage them from making.
I think it is.
Well, in
bills, I
Norway, FM radio is going to be gone by 2017. So would that mean that like,
guess. Norway.
yes?
Oh no, the old people
So that,
won't
that
have their radio.
no, I mean like, will the
shows.
FM radio
You
stations
said
be
FM.
like
Do you mean
You said
AM?
FM.
FM? It said
AM
FM
is
in the
all people
article.
radio. Well,
AM,
FM is
like,
becoming
6:30.
Yeah, and like,
All radios.
radio
This is-
shit.
this is a-
Fuck radio.
I hate that so much.
And it's- it's-
I think the only I like the idea of like wacky radio hosts and like all the shitty sound effects.
Welcome to
Exactly.
Booby in the Forest!
Yeah! And I'm choking this bitch!
Like that kind of stuff. It's like you can't choose not to have that. But when radio goes away and we can choose things, suddenly we don't have that crap. And it's not, where's that hilarious crap?
Yeah, what about the
What are we
radio
gonna make
station
fun
that
of?
made a
Like-
woman drink water until she died?
Yeah.
What about the woman who
Where are we
drank
gonna-
water until she died?
Huh?
What about the woman who drank water until she died?
What about the water?
She's dead.
What about the water that got drank? Rest in peace,
Yeah,
the water,
rest in
man.
peace, the water.
It probably
Buried.
leaked out.
Yo.
I don't want to drink water till I die. I'd rather
Yeah, it sounds like a really crappy way to go. Have you ever done that where you drink like a lot of water and then you feel bad afterwards?
Well, I don't
Because you
feel
can feel
guilty,
like
but-
Yeah, because of all those
Yeah.
Africans.
Sometimes it's like I just feel so thirsty, I keep drinking, and then it's like 5 minutes later, I'm like, no, I need more. And it's like, I'm so fucking full of water. I need more.
It's because you're
It's
thirsty.
horrible.
You're
Are you
thirsty.
addict?
No,
You
it's
need
only
to-
happened like maybe once
That
every 6
never
months
happens.
nowadays.
You're
You're
fucking
having
water, I
H2O
beat this
overdose, you know
shit.
what I'm saying?
H2O.
There was
no.
one day.
No.
There was one day when I went longboarding. I just drank like 2 liters of Sunny D and did not pee all day, and didn't even like my next pee was like nothing because like it just all burned out. Like I didn't have any leftover Sunny D in my system. It was kind of cool.
Sunny D, kid.
Maybe you sweated it all
You'll
out.
never piss again.
You tired of peeing?
Sunny
Your pants? Well, peeing in general. If you don't pee, how do you your pants if you don't pee? It's from yourself.
What can make pee spicy or burn?
Probably
Probably
What can make it
spicy food.
Like if you drink,
Spicy
you drink,
pee, what?
like I don't know.
Probably if you like
Sunny
pee in
D,
a cup and then you put some
if you just
jalapeno
drink
like
so much
sauce in
orange
there,
juice,
it's gonna make it
you just
spicy.
come out like fucking citricy.
Do you mean the act? You mean like
No,
you want?
pulp
Do you
doesn't
mean?
go to your
Wait,
dick.
do you
I
mean
know,
like?
but pulp isn't the
Are you meaning like to make your dick spice as
No,
the
I just
pee's
mean it
coming
hurt
out?
when you pee.
No,
Wait.
once it gets processed, it returns to urine, like whatever pH urine is.
Okay, so it can't be. You can't skip the process that makes it not burn.
you can make it smell a bit different.
If your dick's really cold,
Asparagus.
Yeah,
makes it
asparagus.
it burns if your dick gets cold because then your pee's warmer than your dick and it gets all burny.
That sounds soothing, not bad.
But it doesn't feel soothing.
Yeah, it just feels
It's like
bad.
an idea. It's like, wow, that's good.
Okay, I'm gonna need to freeze
That's
my
gonna
dick.
feel
Don't you
real
hate when you
nice.
come in from the cold to pee?
I thought you
You
were
wanna-
saying.
It's cold.
Burns.
No, I
Damn.
was just thinking about kind of as
What
like
about
sometimes in
STIs?
winter it's like generally it's like I wear a coat if I'm going out somewhere, but I don't like even when it's really cold I just wear like jeans or whatever, right? And my legs are generally fine. Usually, unless it's a really harsh wind, I'm like I don't even think about the fact that my legs are cold. It's always my upper body. But it's like then you were just saying like when you go pee, it's like there's definitely been times where it's like I'm going pee and it's like wow, my dick is really cold. My hands have warmed up, but my dick is still cold. This can't be good for it, but I didn't even feel it. I didn't even feel the
Although, like, when it's-
freezing.
When it's cold, I usually like it makes you have to pee more. Have you ever had that? Like when like in the winter, don't you feel like you have to like
Maybe because like I kind of like
Yeah, I feel like it's
Because I'm very,
I feel like it's like
I'm very rarely
it's like-
rushing. to
because
the
my
bathroom,
response to
except
being
when I
cold
do
is
it
to
in the
clench
winter.
everything. Like I
yeah,
gotta
it's like, that's
clench
something.
all
It's
my
like it's
muscles.
clenched, and then it's like when you release it, it's like
Constricting your muscles. Like, when like that one story that I told where I peed all over the toilet
Seething
seat.
coming out of
That
your
was
face.
after that was in winter. I was like, oh shit! It's
Wasn't
like
that
I have to really have to pee.
Yeah, I was poop on.
I did both.
Oh
just
wait,
tried
so
to
you
mitigate
peed on
it.
toilet set without lifting it too?
Well, yeah, you don't poop first.
Oh,
When have
what-
you ever sat down in the toilet and poop has come out before pee?
Well, that's
true.
well, yeah.
No,
usually
no,
at worst
like
at the
a
same
lot,
time.
often actually.
Really? That never
No
happened.
way.
If you poo fast,
Well, yeah, if my poo's
because
ready
you
to
can't
come
do
out,
because
it's
you
like-
cannot do both at the same time. We all know that.
You can't poop in.
Well, I
Eat
mean,
at the
like
same time.
it's
No,
like
not-
blah,
not
blah,
simultaneously.
blah, blah, but it's not blah.
What do you mean like by pooping? Do you mean like the pooping in the bum?
Like pooping.
Okay, no, okay, I'm thinking like
Dictionary.
Really?
It's the processing. Okay, so listen, like
You
say
can't
that-
eject poop and pee at the same time.
Listen, what if you got a little bit of poop in your bum and you're peeing? And
You also
there's,
can't
like
poop
little
and
bit of
cum at
poop
the same
just like
time,
comes
really.
down, but
Yeah,
that classifies
same
itself
reason.
as pooping.
Honestly,
So,
don't
but you're
know.
still
Usually,
peeing.
I don't need to do both so badly at the same time that it's something I pay attention
But no,
to.
the point is like usually I do pee before I poop, but sometimes I do poo before I pee. If I poo fast, if it's like an easy poo.
Yeah, but
Never
yeah, I don't have
happened.
easy poo very often.
I don't.
My life is
You
a
can't.
black
You can't
abyss
pee
of
and poop at the simultaneously. My entire life has been a lie because I'm.
No,
I'm
no,
pretty
you're
sure
just
that's
doing
what
one
happened.
then the other. You know,
It's really
think about it
quick.
because
It's
who
really
gives a
quick.
shit?
You just alternate.
Yeah, yeah. You switch gears.
I'm gonna try really hard to do both at the same time.
You're gonna drink
fall
some.
off.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
gonna like it's gonna come out from the middle and just.
They're gonna switch one day. You're gonna have pee come out of your butt and you're gonna
It's
be
gonna
like,
be like
what
Freaky
the fuck?
Friday.
And then all of a sudden it's gonna be like, shit come out of your dick.
Oh,
Why does there pee come out of my balls?
Cast has come back.
How do we get to this topic every fucking 3 minutes?
It's
you know this is 100%
it's a
polyester.
natural like segue.
I
Like
believe it.
like poo relates to
I don't
so many
believe it.
things, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's
I think
timeless.
it lies to me. I don't think it's actually 100% polyester.
Everything is poop. We were all poop bits once.
Yeah,
that have
everything's
been
made out
in
of
the
poop
dirt.
dust.
Oh, that's so cool. You're a poop head.
No!
It's okay. I am too.
Whoa!
Man.
So
Yo.
glancing away.
I was gonna say something. I forgot what I was gonna say.
About
What
poop.
movies that are good that are coming out? Because like I was thinking about this, I saw it. I really
Avengers
liked it. I've
2?
been thinking about it a lot lately, but I haven't thought of any
71?
other movie coming out this year that I anticipate will be better than
71?
it follows.
71?
71?
71's
71 came out a long time ago, and it was playing at the
What?
Princess.
Star Wars.
Yeah,
Star
I'm
Wars
pretty
is
fucking
gonna be
pumped.
fucking
I'm
sick.
pretty pumped.
I don't know.
Yo, you
I
really
think you're not
I
gonna
feel
like
like
it.
Fantastic
Did you
Mouse
watch
Tellers
the
and
most
Fantastic
recent
Four.
trailer?
I don't like
I
the
don't-
people
Yo,
making
I wanna see
trailers
the
are bad at
Fantastic Four
making
super
trailers.
bad.
They just seem so weird,
No,
and
they're
that's
great.
that
They
black
have-
guy's always sweating.
He's always like,
That guy's dope. That guy's dope.
It's like come back to him.
He's dope. You either see Attack on the Block.
Being out of
I'm
breath.
in a desert.
Have you guys seen Attack on the Block? He's from Attack. He's like
Yeah, he's
Oh, the Attack of the Block.
Attack the Block.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I haven't
Attack of the
seen
Block.
But it's like, no,
Is that
these trailers
Gangsters
are
versus
amazing
Aliens?
because they don't
Kinda.
give away anything. We don't know fucking anything about
That
these
is true,
movies.
which I suppose is good.
That's
but
great.
also it's like
And it's like, you don't need to because it's
I'm
fucking
inclined
Star
to
Wars
think
and
I won't
everyone
hate
and
it
their
or
mother are
anything.
going to
I'm
go
sure I'll
see it.
see it. But
Hell
I'm not
yeah,
gonna
you're gonna
hate
go
it,
see
but
it.
It's like I'm
Fuck
just
yeah,
not.
dude! Star Wars!
Yeah,
How
how
are
could
you
you
not
not
excited?
go fucking see?
They fly through a goddamn broken down ass giant Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
Boo! 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 She's got a big old smile.
Alex!
like that.
There's BB-8 or B-88 or whatever the fuck that guy's name is. The little
B-52
robot with the ball? No, not him.
B-52.
Was he in anything ever before?
No,
Love
he's the new
Shack.
R2-D2.
Love Shack.
Yeah.
He's all cute. How do you not love him?
He needs a. We need a C-3PO though to go with the
Fuck
R2-D2.
C-3PO. He's gonna be
R2-D2's
around.
only funny as comic relief if he's the straight man who's a dick to the weirdo guy who's like, oh my.
That's true. That's
I'm
true.
pretty sure R2D2 is just closeted.
C-3PO is
though.
in the room with us right now.
I'm pretty sure R2D2 is just closeted. though.
C-3PO, can you piss? Can you poop?
Yeah, like I think they're gay together. It's just R2D2 is just closeted.
C-3PO? Well, I don't know.
What would it matter
He
if
has
they
a little
were?
It wouldn't
Who
matter.
cares?
But some people think, but he said R2D2 is the gay one. I think he's the gay one.
Oh,
Wouldn't they both be gay?
I think they're both the gay
he's
one.
straight. He's like, never mind.
Oh.
But
That's
there's
straight- oh,
Not because
yeah.
I care.
yeah,
just
there's
because
like
I think that's what it is.
you're excited for Avengers. I
Fuck
presume.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're going
I'm so
April
excited
30th.
for that.
I'm gonna shit
Yo,
my own
yo,
butthole and not watch it that
Mackie.
day. I'm just gonna go.
Charlotte's coming now. I don't know.
Fuck that
Yeah,
movie.
because I was talking to Connor and we were like buying. I was like, Connor, we're going to the Avengers,
Connor
and then
did
he
that
bought her a ticket. This is funny. She tried to buy a ticket. She bought a ticket to the wrong movie
Oh my god.
and couldn't like return her shit. So Connor's like, I'll just buy you a ticket. So we have like, do we have
Connor's
like,
a nice
we got,
Yeah, we got
like
a
11 or
fuckload of
12
seats
seats,
there.
yeah.
Goddamn.
it's gonna be good.
I'm so excited. And there's a new trailer for Star Wars at Avengers. That's what I'm more excited about.
I'm
Not even
really,
Avengers.
I'm
I
really
just wanna see
excited
the
about.
Star
I like
Wars
the
trailer.
like the.
I like the
little clip
Batman.
where it's
Those
the
two are
Hulk and
coming out
Iron
this
Man
year.
fight.
I know how bad-
Fantastic
Oh,
Four.
The new
you said.
Chipmunks movie.
I don't
Chipmunks 4 or 5. I can't remember what one, but it's
I think
coming
it's
out.
4.
You know what? I think my year of
probably.
movies is gonna cap at Unfriended. I don't think there's anything else.
Oh. It's
already came
that's
out.
Yeah.
Have you
But
seen
I haven't
it?
seen it yet.
No.
I just want to watch.
Can we
Kingsman
watch
like
it this
5 more
week?
times. 'Cause
I'm
they're-
down.
out?
After
Or
Thursday,
not?
I'm down.
Kingsman like 5 more times
Oh.
because it's so good.
Kingsman was really
Kingsman
good.
was
I really
good.
liked it the first time, although the more time has passed, the less I feel like I really care to watch it again. As much
Yeah.
as I loved it the
I've
first time.
felt
No,
the
that's
same.
the, that's the thing
Well, I saw
about
it
like
3 times in
Hollywood
theaters,
movies. A
so-
lot
Wow.
of them are like they're really really fun experiences when you see them, and then a lot of the time they're forgettable.
Yeah.
Like can you think of a movie that came out in 2012 that 2011 that you saw in theaters that you really think is super amazing?
I definitely can't remember the year.
Exactly.
2011 was that like Batman?
Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Final Destination 5.
Or was it 12? That's 2012.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
feel like
2012.
watching that again.
I think Final Destination 5.
But that's the thing with Hollywood.
Inglourious
movies,
Basterds?
They're
That's
very
awesome.
forgettable, and that's the
No,
point. That's
I just gotta
how
remember
it's
the
done.
movies that are in that year. You can't
Yeah.
tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like
I don't
Tenet
remember
came
that.
out,
Like,
and now
it's
fucking
You could have said a movie within the last 5 years or something even.
Fast and
Okay, we'll
Furious,
try
all
that.
of
That's
them.
fair. That's a fair one.
Every Fast and
I do
Furious
feel like
movie
watching
ever.
those again, yeah.
They're
Gone
amazing.
Girl.
That's
I
good.
saw it in the theater. No, but it was good though.
Fucking
I
yeah.
remember.
What's
it.
called Inception
The
came out in the
point
last
is
5
that
years.
they're
That was a good
really
movie.
digestible and fun to watch when you watch them, and then not all of them are necessarily
How can
things
we
that you're gonna
forget
wanna go and watch
Harry
again.
Potter Part 2? The boy. That's 2011.
I didn't see it.
That was 2011. That's awesome.
2011.
Fuck Harry Potter.
X-Men First Class.
X-Men First Class was good.
was okay.
Twilight movie part
That's
2.
Drive.
The
Drive.
final.
Didn't see it
Drivers.
in theaters.
What was
shit.
wait? What was?
I
the
didn't see
name?
Fast 5 in
What's the
theaters.
last Twilight book?
Deathly Hollows.
Yeah, Twilight Deathly Hallows Part 2.
No, fuck.
That movie was amazing. That was a whole awesome
Wait,
experience.
what was the last one
And
called? Breaking Dawn
Moon or Breaking Dawn or
Breaking
Breaking the
Breaking
Dark
Dawn
Side
Part
of the
2,
Moon.
yeah. That was so good. We
I
should
think I
all
saw
watch that.
I saw Breaking Dawn Part 1, but not Part 2, and that makes me sad.
I watched that in theaters. and there were ladies.
I
Well,
watched.
Fault-
You
people in
saw
front-
Fault in Our Stars in theaters,
That too.
and
Okay.
that was like the
Wasn't that
one.
made by like
You
Josh
laugh or
Green
did you
or,
cry?
like,
I saw
John
Breaking
Davis?
Dawn Part 1 in theaters like twice.
What? Sorry, what movie?
Did you cry during that? Was it good?
It's Twilight
Fault in
Zone.
Our Stars,
Fault in
not
Our
the
Stars?
movie.
Did you cry?
But
or
she's a
what?
grenade.
Did you lick your lips? You're like, she's a
I
grenade.
don't think
What?
that's
There's a scene where she's like, "You don't understand. I'm a grenade." And she
Oh, I cried watching Iron Giant the other day.
Iron
That
Giant's
was fucking
amazing.
sad. I know,
I
it's
feel like
great.
Yeah, I would
Still
probably
the best.
appreciate the
The best.
emotional
I
effects.
know,
of
it's-
the
I
I
movie.
almost
was
cried during
I-
Fergus.
That's the thing,
My
though, about
goodness.
movies is
So
that, like,
emotional.
when CGI Paul Walker
I
drove off.
I really didn't
Yeah,
like.
pretty
I
much.
didn't
I was so
like-
sad.
In 2011 movies, just like I didn't like Contagion. I saw that in theaters.
I didn't see it.
I really like.
I really like
I thought-
Gwyneth Paltrow,
oh,
but I did not see it.
I thought that movie was odd because it was like the people who were the bad guys I thought were the good guys the whole time.
What?
Oh,
It's Contagion.
yeah,
There
yeah.
are no good
Wait,
and bad guys.
And then at
It's
the
just-
end, it's like, maybe you should have listened to the government, you idiots.
Yeah.
Maybe we're right once in a
I
while.
remember at the end.
It's even better with the fedora.
It's like from a bad. The end.
You're like the anti-neckbeard talking
Yeah.
about how great the government
Government
is.
is.
Yeah, you need. I think you
Take that
need to put
off.
on your butt.
And then pooping it. Back to poop.
I
Then you need to be
I think
balled
mo-
up here.
I think, mo-
And
You
you have
have
full
I think
hair.
most of those people need to like put on the
Wait,
butt. They're just talking out
what
of
was
their ass.
Contagion about?
Oh.
Contagion was the Steven Soderbergh movie. It had Jude Law and a bunch of other
Gwyneth
people.
Paltrow.
And Matt Damon was like the main guy, and his wife dies in the
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Contagion thing. Gwyneth Paltrow is
It's
the
a big disease killing
big
people.
disease.
He's the one that
kills
kind of
people.
spreads it because it's a bat that eats what? What eats a bat or something, and then
A bat that eats its own poop and then poops in
Honestly,
people's mouths.
that might
Something
be
like
it,
that.
Yeah, and then it gets into a pig that she eats at a restaurant, and then she eats
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, like,
You
kind of
remember
the whole
better than I
movie
do.
is like,
Yeah.
man, everything sure is getting out of control because some guy has been tweeting about this disease and convincing everyone that he has the cure and he made millions of dollars even though he didn't have a cure. And
You
then
guys
the
both
government
remember better than I do.
eventually developed a cure and was like, hey, guys, you didn't need to riot. We had it right here. You just didn't trust us because
Yay,
some
the
guy
government.
tweeted that the government sucks. That's it.
What's that one game? It's a phone game. You create a disease.
Dead or Alive.
Infestation.
Something.
Yeah.
Something Inc.
Daisy.
Oh, Plague Inc.
Plague Inc. Yes, I love that game.
I like
I
the
paid for
board
the full
game.
version of that game, 'cause
What's
it's
the
super
board
fun.
game called?
I own
Nobody's
it. I just
still
haven't played it
playing
yet. I own it. I bought
You
it.
own the
You have a
Plague Inc.
board-
board game?
No, I own
Oh.
the 4-person one that's like
Yeah,
put together
I forget
to.
what it's called, but it's really fun, actually.
Yeah, I can
Very
bring
good.
it. And
To
I
kill
I
the
just-
world,
It's
or
like
are you
it's
trying
like
to
a
cure
couple
No, you're
hours.
trying to
It's
stop
like called
it.
Contagion or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
It's something similar to
Yeah.
that.
I own it. Yeah.
Like infection.
Yeah. Like each person has a role, and you have to just kind of work together to cure the disease
Yeah, it's
before it
fucking
kills
dope.
everybody. It's
That's why I
neat
bought it.
playing a board game where no one is the bad guy.
Yeah, and you're
Except
working
the board
together.
itself.
Yeah.
Let's talk more about Star Wars.
I like
Okay,
Pew
I-
Pew Park.
You also
Hell
fuck
yeah.
every other NHL team in the league. You fucking.
Oh yeah, go to hell. Everybody
Hell,
else.
Burn.
McDavid.
Yes, and Everton.
Alright, that's enough sports.
That's it. No, that's I just
That-
add
that's
that
all we
in.
wanted to say.
Add that in.
Okay,
long's the
okay,
podcast
let's talk
been
about Star Wars.
Star
okay.
Wars, baby.
Okay, let's talk about Star Wars 4. Nothing interesting happened. Star Wars 5. I don't even remember. Star Wars 6.
A New Hope?
I don't even
Are you
remember.
fucking kidding
Yeah,
me?
they were boring.
Yeah,
Watch them
no.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were boring. I don't remember.
4, 5,
You
6
have
are great. The
no
first 3 I can definitely say
Bad
are now.
opinion.
As a kid, I thought the first 3 were cool because I was like, oh yay, it's more ships and stuff, right? And
Star Wars
Clone
As
three
a
is
Wars-
third,
like-
I
That was the
also
best.
thought the
Episode
third
3 is the worst.
I thought the
Episode
second
3
one
is
was
okay.
pretty. I like the second
The
one.
thing is, people hate the
Clone Wars
prequels,
fine.
but I love the prequels.
I like when Yoda fought the fucking the old dude.
I can appreciate them for what they are, but they are objectively not very good.
I haven't
movies.
seen them
Except
since I
for
was a
3.
kid.
Okay, the
3
4th,
is
5th,
fine.
and 6th
3 is
were
fine.
objectively not very good movies
You are
either.
100%
Yo,
incorrect.
I like
about that.
Obi-Wan in the. I like Obi-Wan though, the actor to play him. I thought
Oh,
he did a
Ian
good job.
McKellen?
Not Ian
Not
McKellen.
Ewan McGregor.
Ian McGregor. Yeah.
Ian McKellen.
I like Ewan
Hey,
McGregor.
We were
McGregor.
talking about the game
Yeah.
earlier, like with the game Phantom Menace game. It was on like computer and it was on PlayStation, and it was actually really good.
I played the what was it?
remember
I had the
playing that
Prima
at Calvin's
strategy
house.
guide for
I
that
think there was
game.
Jedi Force battles or whatever for PlayStation.
Star Wars
I played that
Unleashed?
a million times. No.
What the fuck
Force
was
Unleashed, was that the one where you
No,
can
Force
decap-
Unleashed was on like
Was on
Was that
360.
the one you can
It was on
decapitate
360 and
people?
stuff,
Or Jedi Academy?
But there's one.
No, no,
Jedi
no,
Academy
no,
was
no,
good
no,
too.
no,
There
no.
was one on PlayStation called Jedi Power Battles, and you played. You essentially played through as like Mace Windu or whoever you really wanted to play. There was like 5 Jedi you could choose from. Super fun.
I think one of the more fun ones, I can't even remember what it was, but there's this one game type where it's like a mini game where it's called Battle Royale, and you just get put in a big circular room with all these other Jedi, and you have to fight them to the death, and it's fucking dope.
That's super cool.
It's so fun.
I love Jedi.
Star
like-
Wars is so good.
Like
dude.
Star Wars.
What about-
That was Star Wars Outcast or whatever. It was. Like
Yes,
Jedi,
Jedi-
Outcast.
Star Wars, Jedi Knight,
and then
Jedi
Jedi
Outcast.
Academy, Jedi
Battlefront
Knight,
3
yeah, all
had
3 of
its
those. They were
silly
great.
Battlefront 2.
reveal thing.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
cool.
Battlefront 2 is already out.
Oh, I thought you meant like. I was talking
The
about,
only thing
I'm
about
excited
it is
for the
that it's
Battlefront.
like
It's so
in-game
good.
engine or whatever, but
Yeah,
it's
but
like
it's
it's
not
not gonna
gameplay.
look like that. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like-
Just hopefully if it's just like
It's
the
good.
second one but modern, like updated, it would still
It's
be
awesome.
good.
Hell yeah.
I still
They're
haven't
all
played
fun.
Battlefront 2.
I had a good
Yeah,
time when we
it's
played it.
good, but it's
months
like-
ago at this point, but
Yeah.
I might FTP it to my Xbox and play it.
It's like I think you need like
Who has Battlefront 2 on PC?
I have the
How much
disc.
does it cost? Is it like,
Well,
probably
I got it
$10
for
or
like
something?
I got it for like $250, or it might
I
have been-
imagine it's very, very
or it was like
cheap.
it was part of this humble bundle,
Is it on
Star Wars
Steam?
humble bundle. Yeah.
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 All the
But to
all
play
the
online,
graphics
you
I
gotta
need to
use
play.
Game Ranger.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
But
Good thing I had Game
it's
Ranger.
pretty easy to go into and
Oh
find.
yeah,
it.
Game
Yeah,
Ranger is
yeah.
very simple to use.
I like Game Ranger. But yeah, it's like I
Okay,
don't know, I
we
think
need
it
to
could be good.
rewatch the original trilogy though. They are very funny.
They just
You will-
released them.
you will
I
appreciate
don't want
them. I swear to God.
I
don't
think
want
they're
to.
fine. I remember
great.
pretty much
They
everything.
also
in
just
them.
released the
Empire
MC
Strikes
remastered.
Back is fucking dope.
What?
It made them like look good. So.
They did that fucking 8 times already.
But now it's on Xbox
That's what they
One.
do with everything. Disney's.
Oh,
done
we're
that
talking
with
about
everything.
movies.
Yeah.
We're talking about the movies. Now they did an Xbox One.
I'm just fucking. They made
Oh.
it digitally HD good.
Okay,
That's right.
we've
Yeah.
already done that.
I know, but now it's on Xbox One.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel
notified
like
of
my
that.
Xbox 360 experience was deeply destroyed by not having an HD DVD player. I feel like I really couldn't use that.
Dude, I remember when
Yeah, that was a big
Zellers.
deal.
I remember when Zellers was selling all of the HD DVDs
like for cheap.
bulk for cheap, and it was just like,
Yeah,
oh, this is a
because
long
I mean there were
time
only like
after they were.
16 HD DVDs. Thing. I remember like the first one was King Kong. They were bundling that with HD DVDs. Was King Kong?
Well, King Kong was also one of the big flagship games for Xbox 360 as well.
Yeah, I guess.
Is Blu-ray?
He's been watching the same 16 movies on HD DVD. You're like,
What the fuck
centuries.
is this? Because HD is technically they consider 720p as resolution HD.
Do you not remember
And
HD DVD?
It was 1080p.
No. I know what it is. I know what you're talking about. But I, just,
So you know
I
what
don't
HD
understand.
DVD
I don't
is, but
understand.
not what Blu-ray
I don't
is.
understand because definition is like resolution, like number of pixels,
Yeah.
like 1080p.
Yeah.
So it's like what? How many pixels did HD DVD have?
the same as Blu-ray.
He's had a big debate.
Yeah,
It was a big
But
blog.
there was a big. It was competition between Blu-ray and HD DVD, and HD
But
DVD
you can-
lost
but-
horribly.
But
Yeah.
so Blu-ray.
Because they had the worst
DVDs are here, Blu-rays are here, and then DVD made HD DVD to try to compete with them, and then just nobody caught on to it, or it didn't catch
Yeah,
on.
that seems really stupid. Well, I mean, obviously, but just the whole thing, really. It's a fucking DVDs are
I think
480p,
Blu-ray's like
which
1080.
is
Like I think
weird.
that's the
But
thing. Like it might be.
what are they gonna?
It might
Yeah,
be
yeah, no,
4K
Blu-ray-
movies are coming soon, and they're gonna be like DVD. We're gonna fight the HD Blu-ray.
We have Red
HDD.
Ray. Red Ray.
They already have Blu-rays. Already have some have 4K already.
Yeah.
Like
Movies
if
are
you
cool.
like if you watch like a nature like Earth documentary.
Oh,
or
yeah,
something,
they-
it probably has
yeah,
some
they
Blu-ray.
all-
It's like the
amazing.
funny thing with me though is like maybe it's just my age, but I don't
That is
care.
funny. About
I
what?
give no shit about like the it has, as long as it's
No,
watchable.
no, what? I do care somewhat.
Like I've watched Blu-rays and been like,
I
oh,
would
that's
expect a
nice. But
modern
I've also
movie to
watched
look
regular
good,
DVDs and
but
I've been like,
Well,
that's
I don't
good
notice
too.
it.
Like I don't
Yeah.
care.
It's
The whole-
because it's like the jump between N64 to PlayStation 2 is like it's very noticeable, but then PlayStation 2 or like
Doesn't
okay,
mean the games
so there's a
didn't
big jump
suck.
there, but then like 360 to Xbox One isn't as big
yeah,
because at a certain point the increases become less noticeable because everything
yeah.
is good.
yeah.
But
Also, right?
Also,
well,
it's the
if you look at like
subjectively
Xbox
good.
to Xbox 360 when they both started, if you go like the Xbox original and then you get 360, have you ever
Really
played
loud.
Gun on either one of those games?
yeah.
Because I had Gun for the 360, and it was the exact same. And slowly, like I guess they know how to process games better and they whatever like do whatever. But I mean,
A
like
gun? Or the game.
No,
gun?
the game Gun. It was like a
Okay.
Rockstar
Yeah,
game.
yeah, yeah,
It
I
was
played their
almost,
Gun.
it was kind of like Red Dead Redemption.
I liked
Yeah,
it a lot.
it's
It was
definitely
cool,
like-
but they wasn't.
like a
the
much
360
simpler
version was the Xbox original version.
I like to play Red Dead Redemption again. That game.
Oh,
Was
that game was like the
I
best
play gun
game.
again. It's very straightforward.
The best game.
Red Dead
The
Redemption-
best game,
up
Nick.
there
Are
with-
you sure?
There was a lot of
The
adventures
best
in
game
playing
ever,
that game
Nick?
online with
I'm
each other.
telling you, Matt, it was the best.
It was one of the
It's
best
only
games
one.
of that
I could.
console.
I never
life.
played it,
Like,
but I can
Yeah.
definitely after everything I see,
Yeah.
I can tell it's like very quality Rockstar.
It's so good.
Game.
It
I
was
mean, some of the like multiplayer stuff would have been pretty amazing
Yeah.
too.
It was,
Dude,
yeah,
yeah, that was
Red
really
Dead
cool.
was
Like,
fucking,
like
like
you-
gang wars and shit, like on that shit.
Like
I
you
was
could like go into a fort and just hold it
Hold
off
on
and
with
just
the cannons.
like with
was that
cannons
with
and
you?
just-
Were you?
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That was.
Well, it was really fun too, but when you're doing like team deathmatch and stuff.
And
When
there's, like, an
before it
open
starts,
world,
there's
too.
just like
Mhm.
a little mini fight thing where
Yeah,
everybody's
it's just
just
a
in an
showdown.
arena and you just
Where
shoot
you have to-
everybody.
And then that's just how the game starts. It's like it starts with like a Mexican standoff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Except with like
yeah.
30 people in a
Yeah.
circle.
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
That's exactly how it
That's
went
how
down.
it started.
Everybody died, and then there's like 2 people who just like really,
We
really
were like,
good at the game. Yeah.
The 2 people that like managed to like roll backwards and like dive behind something.
I like that the aiming and stuff was really intuitive and like snap 2 people and
Yeah.
stuff, and like the quick time, everything slows down and you shoot a bunch of people
Yeah,
at once.
the Deadeye.
Deadeye,
Deadeye,
that's
yeah.
what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a really, really great game.
Story was awesome. I like the story a lot.
Rockstar always has pretty good stories, I think, in their
And
games.
because they
It's like-
take their time to make stuff and they
Mhm.
have a lot of money.
I feel like they should have.
I'm actually really excited for that movie that's supposed to come out, like based off the creation of GTA.
What?
They
There's a
were
movie?
creating a biopic based off like GTA and how like
Why?
in the UK
Oh.
or whatever it was like a lot of people were angry at it or whatever and like trying to like get it.
Oh,
And
like
people
the
are
hot
angry at it
coffee stuff?
everywhere.
It sounds like
Hillary
Australia.
Clinton.
Yeah,
I would
something-
never wanna
something
go
like that, but
live
it was
in
like-
Australia.
ESRB is
But
around
but I
because
forget
of
who's
GTA.
Daniel Radcliffe is playing the,
Yeah.
like the CEO of Rockstar.
Oh, that's
I've
cool.
not heard about this.
Yeah,
but
that's
okay.
gonna
Yeah,
So it's
ES
just for like when GTA 4 came out or whatever.
Yeah, no,
or
GTA
something.
San Andreas.
San
Because of
Andreas,
San
that's what it
Andreas,
is, yeah.
that's why ESRB is around.
Because of San Andreas?
I'm
No,
pretty
it
sure-
was-
or
It's
It's
already
San
been
Andreas.
around for like 10 years
Maybe it's
prior
Vice
to
Yeah,
City.
I
that.
thought it was because
Yeah,
of
you
like
fucking idiot.
like
Yeah,
like,
Nick, I
porno
swear to God, I
movies.
swear on the
Yeah.
radio
No,
machine.
do you
I
remember
can't
the
even
rating?
be around
Okay,
you.
do you remember the
Okay, wait,
rating?
okay, hold on.
There was old ratings that are obsolete now, but old games it'd say K to A on them. Do you remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, I remember that.
That like was phased out way before San Andreas even existed.
Yeah.
That
Well, I mean,
rating.
like,
Oh, there was
Nintendo
something with
64
GTA.
games have
Maybe he means like
ESRB.
ESRB in its current form. Like
Well,
there were
maybe.
other
I mean,
older
they
stuff,
gave
and
A.
just
They
made it different.
introduced AO. Well, not because of anything in particular. I think there was just like random ass porn games that none of us know about because they were shitty and under the radar. Then those were given AO.
We
But
should
then
live stream.
But then like they gave San
We should find
Andreas
them, yeah.
an AO rating after the hot coffee thing, and then they wanted to give like Manhunt an AO as well, but
Yeah.
they fought to get rid of
Because
it.
like Manhunt, yeah, it's just gone. Like you can't find it.
Yeah,
Manhunt 2 you can
it's
find,
a
but you
mystery
can't
game.
find Manhunt like very easily at least.
Oh well, you can on PC easy.
Oh, it's on Steam.
Yeah,
Oh,
I have it on
Oh
Steam.
yeah, we tried, but it just
Yes,
doesn't work.
exactly. Exactly. So you're trying to figure out when the inception of the ESRB was? I'm guessing 1997.
You're wrong.
Oh, GTA San Andreas was given AO. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's what I just
Adult.
said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it got
with
released
M.
with AO, and then they
No, it got released with M, and then they found
And then they
hot
changed it
coffee.
to AO until they fixed.
until they recalled everything and took
well, they
out.
didn't recall.
Yeah, they
they,
did.
they just no, they didn't.
Didn't
they
they?
couldn't. No.
You can't
They just
recall
stopped.
discs.
They just made sure that every disc manufactured thereafter
Oh, okay.
had that removed in order for that
Right,
to have
because
the
it wasn't
M rating.
accessible to begin with, but it was still on the disc, so
Yeah.
it was locked away, and everyone was like, "My kids will hack it and find it."
It's like, why are kids playing San Andreas? It's a very inappropriate game, regardless.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, whatever. Who cares?
I'm glad Calvin had good parents.
Yeah, it's
Really played bad. There's lots of
I mean,
Co-op,
I
split
played
screen.
when I was like 12, I guess.
I'm just impressed that they had like a mildly functional co-op in San Andreas.
Yeah, it was very emphasis on the mildly.
Yeah, well, especially compared to today's standards.
Because it's funny, like you could go, like because you get stuck on the same screen. It was like
Yeah.
it was like
You couldn't walk away from one another very far.
yeah, and like I always tried like getting on a plane and having somebody I was playing with like jump on the wing of the plane and then we'd fly because that's the only way you could fly, I guess. Because like you couldn't have a second person come into the plane.
Right.
And then if they fall down, they'd like get stuck at the bottom of like the sphere of where they could go, and then they drag your plane down.
That's funny.
I love watching the videos of people in GTA 5 like flying one of those big carrier, like the huge planes,
Yeah.
and like cars going off jumps, and they're getting like scooped up by the plane as it flies
There's so
by.
much cool
it's neat.
opportunities
It's
for
really cool.
stuff to do in Grand Theft Auto 5, especially because that's like
I've been watching a lot of Vanos gaming or whatever that guy.
Yeah, I
is.
watched
He
their
does-
thing today to see how they did it.
It's really funny.
The biggest thing I think with them is like they
What is
have
it?
this magical gift of at least one or two of them because I think they have at least 4 guys who
It's
play
like it's
with
like
them.
Vanos, and then there's
So
like
they only
these two
they only
delirious
record
or
one
whatever.
perspective and just kind of show the
Yeah.
goofy stuff. But they find things that we would chuckle at, and some of them just lose their shit and laugh at it, even when it's not that funny, but they love it. And it makes it more fun because
Yeah.
they're like, that guy was clapping. He clapped.
that's why we have
And
Nick.
it's like, it's like,
No,
It's like
I
a
found-
Let's play kind of thing. Then
yeah,
That's
It's
just
just
a
a-
salute now.
heavily edited Let's Play thing. They just do a lot of them. But
Indigo Prophecy was rated AO.
That's
What's
oh,
that?
I guess
What's that
it's like sex, interactive sex scenes.
And
Yeah, it did.
Thief
What
of...
did you do in
Hold
San
on.
Andreas?
No, wait, what's it called? There's a game called Hatred.
Well, Hatred,
Yeah.
everyone knows
Oh,
what Hatred.
Hatred,
Hatred's the one where you just go out and murder people
Yeah,
senselessly.
Yeah.
I didn't know. about
There
Hatred.
was
It's not,
that
well, it's not
new
out
one?
yet. It's like
Yeah.
on Greenlight.
There was a big trailer about it. Like people were like, "Oh, it's so controversial."
Gonna teach
This guy
kids
just
to
goes
shoot
out
up
and
skulls.
murders
It's
Because
actually
you can
funny.
shoot up
It's actually
stars.
funny.
It's hilarious. I thought it
Because
was
like
so
you watch
funny.
because you watch the trailer and he's like, I hate everything.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like it's like a 14-year-old kid like wrote the dialogue for it. It's
Yeah.
like everything is bad, but whatever.
That's the most recent one I can see. And then
It's not even as brutal, like, because they showed some
Manhunt
gameplay.
2,
It's not that
2009.
brutal. It's not that
Oh,
brutal.
I think it is.
Ayo.
Well, I thought it was mostly.
Well,
just
it's mostly
it's
because
more
you're just running
artsy.
around killing.
And people beg.
Artsy.
Like, that's the big deal. It's a
Yeah.
psychological thing. Like, people beg for their lives
I
and
meant
shit.
just because it looked
It
really.
says
black
this
and
game,
white
along
and
with its
everything.
Steam
I saw-
Greenlight
I guess it was
campaign,
black
has
and
been
white.
controversial.
Yeah, just because it's
Yeah.
black and white.
Which focuses on the characters going on a genocide crusade and indiscriminately murdering every person
all?
he encounters.
Wait, it's genocide, but it's indiscriminate.
So it's all humans.
It's just I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
That's it.
Yeah,
Not
wrong,
wrong,
it
it is genocide.
That's not a genocide. That's Wait, what's that called?
No, that's genocide.
Well, like the
Murder?
thing that you do to animals on accident when you hunt them too much.
Extinction.
There we go.
The thing you do to animals.
I was like, oh my god.
Come on, get on my level. I don't know everything.
So there weren't that
We
many
know that,
popular
but
AO games. I
There was
guess.
like no
Indigo
others.
Prophecy is a
Well,
very
because
cool
no,
game.
like
That
Walmart
one,
and
the
nobody will
uncovers
stop
Indigo
them,
Prophecy. Like
so-
the one that's titled Indigo Prophecy is like rated M, but there's one called Fahrenheit, which is the original one. Indigo
Yeah,
Prophecy.
Fahrenheit was the like European.
That'd be a
type
cool
one.
game to do a Let's Play of Indigo Prophecy if we could do
Yeah.
it. I heard it's like.
Yeah, it's cheap now because they did an HD re-release like a few months ago.
And it was like.
I've never even heard of that
hyper-
game. Like, is it just
For
really
a game
good?
that no one.
No,
heard
I
of,
played it a
very
long ass time
underrated,
ago.
yeah.
I think I feel like I've mentioned it on a podcast because it was like the one game I played where it's like very very open ended. It's like a precursor to Heavy Rain, made by the same developers of Heavy Rain, like many years before them. It was like 2004, so it was like whatever 6.
So, like,
5
the
years
same guys that
before.
made Noah Full.
no, a full. But no, it was weird because the game killed me because I happened to drink liquor and then later take medicine in the same level. And I was like, you died from that, and it
That's
killed
so
me.
cool.
I
And
was.
annoying,
That's
but-
what caused me to stop playing the game. In all honesty, but it was weird. It was cool, but because it is unique that the game has that. But it's like a diamond in the rough, you know.
Games that are deliberately frustrating are interesting.
Like what?
So that's reminding me of that. The first game that comes to mind is I don't actually remember what it's called. It starts with an M. It's like one of those RPG Maker horror games, except this one is like you're a girl whose school and class gets teleported to
Mortal
some
Kombat.
demon dimension version of the world, and you have to like kind of just solve puzzles and avoid scary things.
I think I know what
But,
you're talking about.
Everything kills you.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. You'd be like, you walk past a phone, like one phone, and it rings, and you have a heart attack and die. And you're like, oh, guess I'm restarting. And you just do that. Everything. Like
Seriously?
literally you just have to.
preferable.
Those
Those
are
games-
amazing.
Those games are always like, I have to press enter on every dresser to make sure I find all the puzzle pieces or some shit. And it's
But
like,
now you.
but
learn
now
that if you
every
open
dresser
this
kills
dresser-
me.
Yeah,
and they always find the most
But
ridiculous
that's not
ways.
a game.
But
That's survival
the
simulator.
hardest and stupidest puzzle in any RPG Maker game was in that where you have to. I was always like walking all the way around to avoid the phone path because the phone kills you, and so if I walk down that hallway, I die. So it was like I would go all the way down around, and then there was a frog I think that was trying to kill me, and I was like I can't kill this frog. And what you do is you go around and you get it to walk past the phone rings and gives the frog a heart attack, and then it goes dead and you can continue. It's the stupidest thing ever.
Holy
That
shit.
sounds actually really
I
great.
it was like, it was funny, but it was just like, I was like grinding, trying to figure out how the fuck to do this puzzle and dying on every other object.
Yes, I can imagine having the frustration of dying constantly would make that less
What's the most
entertaining.
frustrating level of, besides that game, of like level or it's part of a game that you've ever had? Like the most frustrating, like you've just
Okay,
died
well,
so many
there's
times
like an
and you
infamous
gave
one
up.
from San Andreas that I always go back to.
Yeah.
And it's not the one that people choose to reference about like following a train. It's the one where you're
Oh, that train one.
flying helicopter.
Yeah.
You're flying like an RC helicopter. I had to play that level like dozens and dozens of times before I got it.
I definitely didn't know about the train when I watched like I think it was Donkey do it in the San
Yeah,
Andreas
well,
video.
really recently.
Yeah, and it was just like they just don't die. Like you
Yeah.
literally couldn't kill them because they were just programmed shittily to like not get hit or whatever, and it was just really hard to catch.
I don't
them.
even remember the train mission in all honesty.
You just have to follow them, and then the person
Shoot
you're
them
with
off the
shoots
train.
them, but he's not very good. So you have to like go and jump and land on the train, and then just shoot them point blank.
Mhm.
And it's very, very hard.
There are like a few games that I've been frustrated with. Like the most recent one I can remember is Bioshock Infinite because I was trying 1999 mode and I was trying to beat Lady Comstock and I ended up quitting my Let's Play because it was that hard.
You run out of bullets and then it's
Sometimes,
like, what
like,
the
I
hell?
don't
run
know.
out of
Yeah,
bullets
whenever
when
you
die.
fight the ghost lady, that was the worst part of the game.
Yeah,
that
the
was
Ghost
it
Lady
was easy
sucks.
and normal, easy and hard in 1999 mode. Fucking possible. It was ridiculous. And then like the most frustrating game that I can remember like when I was a kid was like Streets of Rage. It's like a fighting game and you walk through the streets and it's increasingly hard for no reason.
That's called the difficulty curve.
Well, yeah,
No,
but
no,
it
like,
is still like
it's
hard.
incredibly hard. Like I remember my sister and I were playing co-op just actually like maybe a couple weeks ago, and she died, and it just makes it like twice as hard. Like every time you're at a boss fight, it throws 2 bosses at you, and they're just impossible to kill. I remember when I was a kid. Now that when I played it as a kid, was I would just like die and use my special, and die and use my special.
Pretty sure
Every
that was
time you came
also
back, you would use
made for an
special.
arcade too, so it would
Yeah.
just be even harder.
It wasn't
to eat
good.
River
corners.
City Ransom was a cool like
Yeah,
co-op,
similar to that.
side-scrolling fighting game.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
and
probably was just as hard as that. I would.
I
think.
played Ridge Racer Unbounded for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
That game is so hard.
Is it?
Ridge Racer Unbounded is like the most difficult racing game I have ever played.
Really? Have you played like Forza?
Yeah, Forza's fine. Ridge Racer Unbounded is really, really weird because they have like different modes. So they have straight up race modes, which are easier once you learn how to like drive the cars because they all handle weirdly different than normal racing games.
Forza's not fine.
Forza's fine. I love Forza.
It depends what you play
You
with
play-
difficulty
you
on
play
Forza.
different-
Horizon 2 is amazing.
Well, Horizon 2's awesome. No, I love the games, but I mean, like, if you
it's
do,
hard,
like,
but
if you
it's not.
change it all to like,
Like going back to the
Crazy
old
shit.
games, like they have like the replay feature, and that changes everything. The original Forza, where you don't have any replayability, and like as soon as you fuck up, like you bump into something, it's like you have to start the whole race over. Sometimes they had endurance races where you had to go like literally like 50 laps, and it takes like over an hour to do the race.
Okay, no, I don't. I have never.
Yeah.
I only played like I've played Horizon 2. That's my favorite, and I don't stay with
That's
Train
probably
on
the most fun. I
Yeah.
probably agree with that.
that. But Ridge Racer Unbounded is fucking ridiculous. It's like I've never played like usually with most races it's like I'll just like if I get behind and I know I can't catch up I'll just restart. That's just the typical thing that people do with racing games. Ridge Racer Unbounded, I could sit there on one race for 4 hours. I sat there for 4 hours trying to win one race because it is that difficult. It's a super hard game. It got high ratings. It got like 8.5 on like IGN and like all those other game rating things. But it's super hard. It's stupidly hard for no reason.
I remember playing Ridge Racer 6. It was like a launch title for 360.
Yeah.
It was fun. I like arcade handling racing games.
Well, the Ridge Racer Unbounded isn't arcade handling anymore.
Like,
It's not.
never mind. We're at like an
Like
hour
pole
20
position.
too, but-
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I guess we can end.
Or
Or introduce ourselves.
I'm Luke.
I'm the other Alex.
I'm Maddie.
I'm Nick.
And this is Abopcast 52.
This
Was.
was a podcast.
No, is. That was our introduction. But it's all time we got for today.
That's it.
We're glad Connor and Robin aren't here.
Yeah.
They're never
fuck
going to
'em.
watch and they'll never know we were talking shit about them.
Ooh, they
So
won't
we-
write
hey,
shit.
poop head.
Hey,
Look
poop.
at you,
This
Robin.
is a head. This is poop. This is Robin. This is Connor. Put them together.
They're kissing now.
Aw,
With
kissing
poop in the middle.
Ew. Follow me on Twitter. But also watch Star Wars.